Hey everyone, this is Rob,
And Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Meet Mer.
Merp. All right, so this week up on the docket, we actually have a surprising amount of things,
Yeah.
and on top of that, we have a guest episode.
Yeah, this week we are joined by Ashlelka. If you want to just listen to her part, that's okay. There is timestamps down below.
Yes, and then also we are going to have a guest next week as well.
Yes. You know what's so funny is I never confirmed how to pronounce her name, just like Ashlelka. So, Renata, you guys will, if you know her, hopefully you'll know who I'm talking about. If not, you'll know her next week.
Yeah. You should definitely bring up the fact that the only other time I've ever heard that name is in League of Legends. I'm sure she gets it all the time.
Oh, I'll ask.
Yeah, her character or
her character.
the character.
It's her now.
Is she's a support character that's like literally a boss lady,
Oh.
and she like her ultimate ability is essentially she like sends out a wave that commands everyone in front of her to fight each other even if they're on the same team.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, she's actually kind of cool.
Sick.
But yeah, so we have a bunch of stuff to talk about, so we'll get right into it. But this week we have Easter.
Yeah.
Easter Sunday's coming up, so we have the Easter event that's starting off, and then randomly a fairly large PvP quality of life blog this week.
Super random.
Very, very random.
Or maybe not. Maybe they talked about it and we just don't remember. Who knows?
They didn't talk about this at all.
Oh.
I forgot to mention this, but I did randomly stumble upon the mods had a stream over on Twitch, and they actually talked about like some stuff that they're working on, primarily sailing.
Yeah.
And this didn't come up at all. I was kind of surprised. I think I caught this earlier, either this week or last week. Weeks are like super long these days.
I don't know.
Either way, we'll talk about that very briefly as well. And then we do have some other stuff that actually happened earlier this week, being leagues stuff. So we got the leagues teasers.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we'll talk about some of the leagues teasers. They've been releasing new stuff every single day for the last 3 days, so we'll talk about what they've released. We'll also just briefly go over leagues for anyone that isn't super familiar with them, although for anyone that's experienced, it's mostly kind of the same as you can expect.
But the relics sound different.
Yes, all of them are kind of different.
Yeah.
And then, of course, as always, we will have a Q&A, questions and answers at the end. If you want to ask questions, feel free. Anyone can ask questions, whether it's about RuneScape, other games, or real life. Feel free to drop them in any of our socials down below, or discord.gg/Bunebape. You can join the Discord. We do events. We do, we don't really. We kind of do events.
We do movie nights.
Yes. So
not RuneScape events.
you can join us
we
there.
plan on doing yearly bingos in July.
We do bingos from time to time, and then just join, and then you'll get updated on whenever we come up with new stuff. And also, if you want to be updated on new stuff, you can follow the podcast. That really helps us on Spotify. And if you're like, dang, I really like these people, you can even give us a few extra bucks on Patreon. You get some extra perks there, such as early episodes and even some free merch potentially. So all of that is super appreciated. We just got to mention it because the pod is sponsored by you guys, so we do appreciate it as always. Before we get into all the super cool Easter Bunny stuff, Michelle, how's it going?
It's good. I'm 97 Slayer now, and I'm 3,000 XP from 98. I'm still working on Great White Sharks, and I have no idea why, but this past week I felt like in real life like very like go, and I was just telling Robert, I feel like I'm not like anxious, but like my weird like back of the mind anxiety baseline is like weirdly high right now. So if I'm like making faces, just know I'm zooming in my head.
My weird back is really high right now.
Yeah, my back's like getting like, it's high. I was gonna say the joke, but then I was like, I guess I shouldn't.
Yeah.
So if I'm like making weird faces, just know it's because internally I'm like, I don't know why. It's weird. Oh well.
Yeah.
But
okay, cool.
I made an Easter guide.
Nice.
I made an Easter guide, and man, this quest is not very long.
No.
It's extra not long, I would say.
Surprisingly, one of the biggest complaints from this week's blog was just how lackluster the Not just, I mean, this is kind of the horse that broke the straw, or the horse that broke the straw's back. There we go. That's the new saying.
It's a really strong straw. It was lasting a long
Very
time.
strong. So it's mostly just because, like, I think the events throughout the seasons haven't been very strong, and then this one is especially weak. Not that anyone is typically looking forward to Easter, but it's just like
The Easter ones are always my least
this is
favorite.
extremely minimalist. You can't call it a quest. It's
Mm-mm.
barely an event.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting, but if
Yeah.
you just want the rewards, then great news.
Yeah, it'll take you less than a minute
It
to
took
do the whole
me
thing.
12 minutes while trying to like very carefully watch how I was angling the camera and stuff
Yeah.
and read everything. So just zooming, yeah, it's gonna be super quick.
Yeah, if you spacebar it, it'll literally be a handful
And I
of
wasn't even
minutes.
telling around Varrock, I was running. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's very quick. But yeah, I was just doing
Anything
that.
else?
And
Slayer?
then no, I've been
No new pets?
no new pets after goal. I've been doing bounty task for the great white sharks. I actually completely forgot that bounty tasks were a thing, and then Robert reminded me, and I was like, oh yeah. So it's actually like pretty decent XP. So I've been doing that, and that's how I got a lot higher. But he just pointed out the video I put out. I put OSRS in all caps except for the little S at the
Yeah,
end.
it's
small.
old school room.
Escape. Okay, well, I'm gonna fix that while you tell me, how have you been?
Pretty good. So I have been doing quite a bit of minding my own business. The stars are not going to shoot themselves, as
So
some
this
people
thing
say.
goes.
So I have been hunting stars on and off throughout the week, and we have gained another million XP.
God.
And we're on our way quickly to, I think we're right around 6 million XP, almost halfway. Pretty dang close to halfway to
Are
99.
we're over halfway to your goal for the Stardust, right?
So what do you think we're at for Stardust? I was over 100K last time.
180.
Oh, that's a little bit more than I have. I have around 165.
I feel like since you redid the math, you've been a little less logged in. Or locked in.
No, not really. It's just kind of like hit and miss. Like some days I'll be like tired of it and I just actually just won't log in for most of the day.
Because like right now he's not doing it where he used to whenever we'd record. I guess it's also just comes naturally. The longer you do it, the more you're like, oh my God, I don't want to do this all times. Like I've been salvaging a lot while we record and I'm like, not right now.
I mean, I've been doing this for weeks. I don't want to do it all the time. And
Yeah.
also it's like in taking a break every once in a while, it adds up, but also it doesn't add up. Like for instance, if I do this all day, it's like 8K. So it's like if I don't do it for a little bit, like I'm losing like 1,000. It's like not that big a deal.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, needing hundreds of thousands of Stardust, it's fine.
Yikes.
But anyways, it is nice being able to like go to the 90 level stars, which is really, really cool.
Crazy.
Almost at 1,300 total. And I don't really care about total level, but I just thought I'd mention it.
I just want to boss with you.
Well, too bad.
Too bad. I have to
Or-
wait till he gets max, I guess.
There's actually a good chance, a better chance potentially, that we'd be able to boss in leagues before anything else.
I'm not even gonna say that because any longtime listeners know every freaking year I say, oh, I'm so excited for us to top together. And guess who quits before we top together?
There was that one time where I was waiting for you and then you didn't raid with me.
Oh my God. It was actually so tilting last year. It felt like it was your equivalent of being like, would you still love me if I was a worm?
Yeah.
Like it was that kind of vibe. I was like just streaming, doing stuff. Robert's doing his own thing in leagues, locked in, whatever. And then people were like, want to top? And I was like, yeah, let's go top. And then after we were just in Maiden, Robert's like, oh, I would have gone if you invited me. And I was like, what? Oh my gosh, yeah, we're going to restart so you could join. He was like, no, it's okay.
I mean, to be fair,
my baseline anxiety went higher.
let me just quickly recap as
And
well.
I kept trying, and he was like, no,
that
it's okay. I don't want to.
Throughout last, we'll call it leagues, the grid master.
Was that Gridmaster? Oh yeah,
I was ahead of you the entire
But
time.
you never expressed any interest.
And I'm not the one to invite myself to a party.
Oh my God, he kept saying that too. And I was like, you don't.
So
Everyone here wants to play the game with you.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna be all like, let me join you and your
Yes.
friends for this raid.
But you should know that they're mostly your friends as well.
No, I didn't know
First
this
of all,
person. I actually didn't know this
I don't
person.
remember who it was.
No,
I think Lux was there though.
No, it was a
She's always
random.
in this.
No.
Anyway, Yeah, he's that person that you're like, oh, come join. He's like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, no, really. He's like, I don't want to anymore. You
I'm just
very clearly want to,
I'm just
and
saying.
now everyone's mad. So
I
so don't
mean,
get me excited by saying, oh, we're
I'm
probably
just
gonna
saying
boss
you should
together.
maybe you should have already been like, oh, let's go. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't want to be a third
Oh my
wheel.
god. I'm pretty sure there was already 3 of
I
us.
don't want to be a fifth wheel.
Oh my god, that's so
I'm just
annoying.
saying.
That's so annoying. Anyway, will we boss
Well,
together?
who knows? Who
Who
knows?
knows?
We'll have to wait and see. But
Just choose different regions than me
I do
on
have
purpose.
I do have speaking of bossing, I do have some news this week in the
For you?
community.
Oh,
No, that was all the news for me. It's just
okay.
minding.
I was like, have you secretly bossed?
No, minding my own business. But we do have some actually really cool and also slash
Oh,
insane stuff.
I saw that. I recognized the thumbnail from your phone.
So the first thing is both are boss related. The first thing is there's a new plugin. Um, let me see if I can find the name of it real quick. But there's a plugin that I was trying to show Michelle. She didn't end up using it.
I didn't
But
understand what he meant because I was mid raid at TOA, which I never do anymore. So
yeah,
I was very distracted.
there's this plugin. I honestly think it would help with a lot of things, but it's specifically advertised for group content such as raids. It's called Visibility Enhancer. It got approved and it is apparently on the plugins list. I haven't checked it out personally, but it looks good. It's from the user named Rain Makes the Day Good, which I also agree with. Um, Visibility Enhancer, what it does is it allows you to outline players near you or in your party,
Mhm.
and also you can change the color of the outline and stuff like that too. And more
I
importantly,
could use inventory tags on my friends.
I mean, yeah, more or less. But more importantly, what it allows you to do is change the opacity of your teammates, which for anyone that's like dealt with teammates, sometimes
You
it can
can't see under
be
them.
very difficult to see under them. Like if something like, for instance,
A foot's
in
falling up
if
blue.
you're doing an insanity or something
Mm,
in obviously in wardens, you got to look at the ground.
yeah.
So, and if you
And
can't
if
see the
someone else is
ground,
staying in the same tile near you, you're like, oh, let me move a little farther just in case.
yeah, especially if a full team, it can be a little difficult. So this helps with that. So I'd recommend checking that out if you've ever,
Looks
had
cool.
trouble with it.
Oh, never mind. You go first.
What?
I forgot to mention while doing TOA, did 2 raids last night. We got a Fang and then a back-to-back ward.
And then a shadow,
No, I went to bed.
almost. I mean, yeah, kind of a shadow. Anyways, the last thing, I've always thought, I kind of I agree. I agree with what I saw Bodhi say once upon a time,
Mm-hmm.
in that, like, I'm not. He didn't say this part, but I'm not interested in like long form achievement.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, like if people do, you know, Inferno and stuff like that, like that's not super interesting to me. But like doing like content quickly or at like a significant disadvantage,
Snowflake accounts.
no, not snowflake accounts. Like those things are more interesting to me.
Yeah.
I remember Bodhi saying like doing like speedrunning content is like not interesting to him, but like is like pinnacle content for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of agree.
Okay.
And this kind of reminds me of it because Port Kazard, for anyone that doesn't know who Port Kazard is,
Crazy
and
gamer.
yeah, one of the best, if not just straight up regarded as the current best player in the game.
At least the best one making content.
Yeah, the
Probably.
first person that did 28 in a single inventory awakened
That
Leviathans,
was
for
nuts.
example.
Yeah.
A very, very good player. Has now done what I am regarding as one of the like most impressive things in the game,
Yeah.
which is a no prayer Fortis Coliseum run.
Whew. I
That's
haven't seen
insane.
it yet because it makes me nervous.
He does use extremely niche and interesting mechanics slash interactions
I
that you would
saw
not normally think of.
I saw a meme. I don't know how accurate it was because I haven't seen it yet, but they were implying that he was just hanging out for a little bit, like letting his health heal up by like the ticks as well.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, if that's true, how long was he in there? Oh my
I don't know.
god.
I don't know, probably a while.
Legend
But
has it, he's still in
it's
there.
definitely on par with people that have done the no prayer infernos where it's just like such a high skill level. Like
Crazy.
that requires such a high skill level where it kind of supersedes my original interest of things having to be done quickly.
Yeah. I
Where
think
it's
that
like
this is harder than quick.
just the fact that this was done at all is insane.
I'm assuming he's the first one to ever do that.
I don't think anyone's even ever tried it.
I don't think anyone's wanted to do
I don't think anyone
it.
normally wakes up and tries to do the hardest content with no overheads.
Yeah, I would agree. That sounds rough. I
But yeah.
wanted to see how long it took him, but I can't find it on my phone, and your phone's out of reach. So
He does do a full run through of, or a full video of it.
That's why I
so,
want to see just how long the video is, so then we could see how long it is. I don't know if your volume's on.
I mean,
I don't.
It's
An
like,
hour and 6 minutes.
is that like the full run though? It's not
I
like
don't
cut up at
know.
all.
I love the editing. No, there's parts that are cut up.
Yeah, I was like,
I
it's
see
definitely
Obor.
that's not like the full run. So I don't know like how long the actual full run is, but the video is an hour long.
Okay, cool. Oh my god. I don't know where the volume buttons are on Robert's phone. I don't know why his phone stresses me
There's
out.
only 3 buttons on the phone.
And I always click the wrong one and just lock it.
That's crazy because that's the only one you clicked. All right.
Anyway.
Anyone that exists, just so you guys know, if you pick up a phone or something that looks like a phone, there's always an up and down rocker. It's typically the volume button, by the way.
I know what a freaking volume button is.
You just said you didn't.
I just
Literally,
go to
let's
click it.
Let's rewind the tapes.
I go to click it and I'm on the wrong side.
Okay. Speaking of absolute fails, we have this week's update.
Why? What do you mean by that?
No, it's just it just made sense for the Easter 2026. So we have
Anxiety's up here.
Easter. Before we go that, I kind of jumped the gun. We have
okay.
demonic pacts.
Oh, were you gonna do this first or second?
We'll do this first because it did come out chronologically first.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Demonic Pacts League 6 is gonna be out April 15th. Woo! I'm really excited for this.
Yeah. So we've already like been teased this, and we kind of already revealed parts of it for anyone that isn't familiar with it. We're starting in Varlamore this time around.
Yeah, isn't that random? And what's even weirder is technically we're starting in Yama's lair, and it has an exit to Savita Illas Fortis.
Yes.
Very weird.
Very unusual setup.
Yeah.
This is going to be similar to last league, though. For anyone that enjoyed last league, I think it was probably the most successful league, so that kind of makes
It's really
sense. For anyone that, like I said, is unfamiliar, we'll quickly go over the typical stuff. XP is significantly increased. You'll very easily be able to max your character if that's what you want to do. You'll also not be able to do sailing. They want to make sure that any new skills that come out have a full year before they're
I
implemented.
agree with that.
Short-term stuff like this. And also, each area is going to be unlockable throughout your gameplay.
Mhm.
And you can do 3 regions in total. Mistalin is completely inaccessible for the league.
Weird. They always starts in Lumbridge pretty much.
Yeah, but this time, like Michelle mentioned, we're starting in Yama's lair.
Weird.
And each area, similar to last league, has an echo boss that has enhanced abilities and higher challenges, but also drops greater rewards.
The Echo bosses were all around. Everyone loved them.
Yeah.
Everyone thought they were so much fun.
I
thought they were so much
I thought
fun.
they should just implement them into the game.
I didn't know how, but I was like, this is like a fun little challenge.
Yeah. Really, really sick. Anyways, your character is an Iron Man. There is no trading. There is no grand exchange. So if you're unfamiliar with that, this is going to be tough for you to start off with. But there is going to be a bunch of help. A bunch of quests are being auto-completed, such as like DS1, Children of the Sun, DT2, Fairy
Tale
Tales,
2.
Lost City, Nature Spirit, things like that.
Yeah.
So a bunch of stuff is already done. If you want the full rundown, they have the full thing set up. And I'd recommend going over to the blog if you're interested in any of this, because it'll continue to be updated every day until the league actually comes out.
Cool. And the league is going to be, I think it said 56 days long.
Very long. And the XP multiplier is 5 times. So like I said,
Initially.
yes,
It gets crazier.
everything is going to be much increased in speed.
And drop rates are also increased.
Yeah. Also, Wildy bosses are going to be accessible without the Wilderness Diaries, because obviously
Yeah, that's a new thing.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that needs to happen, because you can unlock the Wilderness as its own area.
This is an interesting one that I actually didn't read last time. So TOA and TOB will now provide uniques to all players in the raid if the raid obtains one. Because last time people were going and like everyone to get a raid or everyone to get a purple, very exciting. And then sometimes you'd go and only one person would get a purple. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, they made
okay.
it. I think this was kind of already implemented last league. They just never mentioned it. But
wasn't.
here,
We got 0 ones.
well, yeah, no, it's saying that if
Mm.
a player. It says TOA and top will now provide uniques to all players if the raid obtains one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that would make sense. But anyways, so they're saying that if you do a theater hard mode or a TOA 500 plus, then there is a significant buff in drop rates and
Cool.
difficulty, as you'd imagine.
And then regular as well as those challenge modes will give uniques to all of you.
Yeah,
Cool.
pretty cool.
Zora has no damage cap.
Yeah, so you can hit her for more than 50, which is the normal cap. And then
Sick.
also, almost all shops are not going to be depletable. So you can just buy infinite runes and it not be an issue. And also, the all Soul Reaper axe drops will drop from all the bosses. So things like
You
that.
can just camp one.
Yeah. Just making it easier because obviously this is a limited league. They don't want you to just have to do everything in the game.
T-Bow, Scythe, and Shadow are all available from all 3 raids. It gives you like a little voucher for a mega rare, and you go and you'll probably trade it into Yama, I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably. And then also the scythe can be charged with just blood runes. You don't need the actual blood.
Nile shards drop and increase quantity from next. Okay, sorry. I just got distracted because do you guys remember last league when I got my mega rare thing and I space barred?
Yeah, and you accidentally picked a scythe even though you
No,
didn't
I
want
picked. Was it a scythe I picked?
to. Yes.
Yeah, and I didn't even have the strength for it because I didn't realize if you kept space barring, it was gonna select scythe.
Yeah,
I
I don't
just-
know why you did that.
I thought I was just clicking around. I don't know. That was upsetting.
Yeah, and also Yama will sell max capes this season because
Cool.
there is no Mistlin.
So the Abyss and Xanaris are counted as general regions. That means you don't have to go and unlock a specific area. Slayer Masters will assign you the same task, taking into account the areas you have currently unlocked.
Yeah, and also you can't enter the ancient Gathixian temple for the Chasm of Tears.
Is that where tormented demons are?
Chasm of Tears. I
No,
don't.
the Gathixian temple.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Teleports and transportation methods to locations outside of areas you have unlocked are restricted, of course.
Also, your default POH is going to be in Alderan.
Unlocking new areas will complete various quests and achievement diaries, but will not reward any quest completion XP. You can do them yourself, though, if you want to get that XP before you unlock new regions.
Yeah, and also forestry events are 3 times more likely. Pets and any pet transmogs roll over between leagues.
I don't have a muspa.
They don't count for collection logs. And also pet transmogs will now roll over between leagues as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot I have a little pet.
But
As I was doing my life.
Yama's lair is different. It is fully decked out and it has some helpful demons and stuff like that.
It's
You can
really
talk to Yama.
cool.
There's like NPCs there that you can talk to that are useful. Also, because agility is not going to be starting in Draenor where it typically would
Usually,
be
yeah.
because it doesn't exist. You're going to have to hop over some hot rocks in Yama's lair if you actually want to get agility started the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's going to reward the same amount as you would at Draenor, so you can just level this until you go to like the colossal worm course if you want.
Yeah, or you can just level it through other means like lamps or books or other
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But you have an option.
Yeah. And then obviously we're going to be starting in Varlamore. There's a bunch of changes to Varlamore. The bosses that for anyone that isn't familiar, they list all the bosses,
They're hyping it up.
all the notable monsters, quests, services, shops. Like if
I
you're
don't really know about the shops.
if you're wondering if they have a hunter shop, they do. A loom, they do. Stonemason, they do. And also skilling activities such as stealing valuables, veil totems.
Oh,
For
maybe
anyone.
I'll actually try the bone shards. I've never actually tried the blessing bone shards.
Oh, blessing bone shards.
It's supposed to be really good XP, right?
It is very good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I did it because you can either do the blessing bone shards by itself. I did it and I upgraded it with the sunfire splinters to give it even more XP because I think typically it's like 400 and then if you upgrade it it's 500 or something like that.
So in leagues it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but I mean you got to get the shards in order, or the sunfire shards in order to upgrade the bones.
Yeah, fair. But
Yeah.
this is gonna be so interesting because I mean everyone's plans are gonna have to be so different.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to even begin planning this starting in Varlamore.
One thing is for certain, everyone and their mom is going to at some point
Be at the
be at the
crab.
quab.
Surely we're just gonna live at the quab.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be there while working.
It is going to be very, very packed. I imagine the worlds are going to be jammed and like 90% of players are probably going to be at the crab, especially the first day, because I know some people are taking the day off, but a lot of people have jobs and they're just going to be at the crab.
The crab is perfect AFKing at work content.
It is. It is a full 10 minutes every time. So
Yeah.
it's great. Also, for anyone that did miss it, Fairy Rings unlocked, Camtor, Moon's Apparel, Vardorvis, all unlocked.
immediately.
automatically.
You can train Slayer instantly by speaking with Children's and Neris. All Slayer Masters assign the same, like we said before.
Yeah, some shops have expanded their wares. For instance, the Elemental Shield and the Anti-Fire Dragon Shield, or actually it just says Anti-Dragon Shield, the one that
Yeah.
you normally get from the
The
Duke.
orange one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is being added to Slayer equipment shops.
And then they have two secret things. Because it's like blacked out, and then you highlight and says something 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 has been added to Fortis Blacksmith. Something else that's a secret has been added to the archery supplies in Tal Teklin, but box traps and bird snares have been added to the Fortis General Store.
Yeah.
And hunting crossbow the Sunset Coast charter ship is just like in the previous league.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. And then also the bank and the Hunter's Guild you have to complete at first light first in order to use it. And some creatures such as cows and hill giants will respawn more frequently due to the influx of players.
Good.
Yeah. And the list represents there is a list that represents the key drops affected in Varlamore. So all unique rewards from Moon's Apparel, Coliseum, Amoxicotl, Frost, all of the Naguas, Huey, Vardorvis, Doom, and Veil Totems, the Pennant of Eights, Hunter's Guild loot sacks, Teku Salamanders, and Antler Guards all have boosted rates.
Yeah. Previously, in like years and years ago, I thought in leagues literally everything was boosted.
No,
It's
it was
just
only
uniques.
rares. Yeah, it was only rares. But
And not pets though.
now they mention that pretty much all the unique rewards, that all the things that I just mentioned are included, which typically like Pennant of Eights probably wouldn't have been included.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a bunch of areas that we can go to other than Mistlin. The trailer, I think that they show that Mistlin's literally on fire, which I thought was fun and interesting. Anyway, so is Karamja automatically unlocked?
I think so.
I feel like
It
it's
always
gotta
has
be.
been in the past.
It probably does say somewhere, but I'm not sure. So they do give an overview of every region and the highlights there. We can just read like a highlight from each region.
Yeah, I was trying to read if Karamja is unlocked. Yeah, but you were going through it too quick. It is
Okay.
included.
Oh, okay, perfect. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I still don't see it. Anyway, so let's go over the highlights, a couple
Or-
highlights from each one.
I thought it was included.
I thought it was too. See, isn't the wording kind of weird?
Yeah, I don't know. They don't like immediately say whether it's automatically unlocked.
I would be shocked if it has to be one of your three.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, for instance, if you unlock Mauritania, they do show you a few things such as notable settlements, notable things that you might want to pay attention to that are combat related, such as barrows, cave horrors, slayer towers, virus sentinels. Also, we have agility courses like Canifis, or allotment patches like Fort Phasmanus. They do mention all these things for people that are unfamiliar with the Iron Man lifestyle. If you are an Iron Man or have been one, then all of this will sound familiar, but this does help jog your memory if you're not super caught up on everything.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because there's a lot of stuff that like you kind of forget about, that like stuff in regions, because you're like later game or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
And if you are like a gamer or someone that's looking to like push yourself a little bit, because this would be the time to do it. Obviously, there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
This is a completely, we never mentioned this, but this is a completely separate thing from your main account. So it's like your own custom profile.
It's like a little
Which
parallel
means
universe.
You literally have nothing to lose by joining and pushing yourself extra, losing whatever supplies.
You're like, it's free. All it cost was my time.
Yeah, which is useless.
Yeah, worthless.
Worthless. So for anyone that wants to push themselves, Theater of Blood hard mode and Fasani's Nightmare have increased damage and defense, also increased hit points, and the unique chance will be a 2x multiplier on top of the original multiplier.
That probably sounds crazy, but you're going to be so strong you won't even notice this.
You will be doing multiple times extra damage, so this
Yeah.
25% kind of just evens it out a little bit.
I think that's always the most interesting part of leagues is whenever you first start, I'm like, man, I can't do anything. I'm so weak. And then within a week, you're just like one-shotting everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And also, if this is your first, it becomes easier as you
Yes.
continue doing these, because a lot of these are similar to past leagues, and we'll talk about the relics relics because you might see a few familiar faces here.
So relics, if you don't know, there are 8 tiers basically that you meet while completing different tasks all around. It's like you have like a little grocery list of things to. It usually like it would be like go steal from a man, go cut a potato tree, like little things like that.
Or you can get more points for things like killing bosses.
Exactly. Yeah. So every time that you meet a new tier, you get to choose between these boosts. You only get to choose one between them. We have a couple of them that have been revealed. So all of the
Yes.
tier 1 options have been revealed. These you get automatically, right?
Yeah, so it's one from what I understand, I actually didn't read this, but they have said in the past that they are separating like your damaging relics
From the skilling, yeah.
from the skilling relics
They did
for the
that,
most
yeah,
part.
before. I'm sure they're gonna do it again.
Yeah, because that just makes a little bit more sense. But anyways, in case you didn't catch what Michelle said, of the 8 tiers for relics, you can only pick one relic per tier.
Yeah, even though there's like
There's several.
40, you get 8 total.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about the tier 1.
Sure. So for tier 1, we have the starting Endless Harvest. So
Okay.
Endless Harvest is going to be potentially the ultimate I am a working human relic because
Okay.
it allows you to AFK indefinitely, but only for 3 skills: fishing, woodcutting, and mining. They never deplete.
Wow.
And you can mine them or cut them or fish them endlessly. And you do get a 2 times multiplier for the XP in addition to the original multiplier. And also everything is automatically sent to the bank if you so choose. And also all
Crazy.
of the extra XP that's granted from additional resources gathered, that is also you get additional XP for that. So you might get what does it say? Resources gathered are multiplied by 2, so every fish you get will be 2 fish, and you'll also get XP for 2 fish.
Yeah. I will say this is enticing, but meanwhile we're talking about it. Fishing, woodcutting, and mining are all fairly AFK as it is.
Yeah, I
I
think
won't be choosing this for that reason.
this might be worthwhile if you do plan on AFKing a significant amount.
Yes, like I plan on AFKing at work, but when I'm at home, I'm like, when we're recording the podcast every year, we are so obnoxious. We're literally on mobile, like clicking stuff while we record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be locked in at home.
So if you plan on playing actively, the other 2 might appeal more to you. The next one being Barbarian Gathering.
Yeah, so if you choose this, you receive the knapsack. The toggleable effect is dispose option will ask what to destroy in your inventory. For active effects, you become capable of chopping wood, mining rocks, and fishing with your bare hands without requiring any tools or bait. Your hands are equivalent to the crystal version of the respective tools. Whenever you gain fishing, woodcutting, or mining XP while gathering, you'll receive an additional 10% XP in both strength and agility. Up to 3 different types of gathered items, wood, fish, metallic ore, and coal, can be placed in the knapsack, which has a total maximum capacity of 140. On failing to mine a rock, catch a fish, or chop a tree, you'll have a separate 50% chance to succeed instead. And this can be retrieved from the League's Tutor in Yama's Lair if lost.
Pretty good. I mean, the crystal version of a tool is no joke. And also, you get pretty much free 99 strength and agility, assuming you're getting your woodcutting and fishing and mining up.
I am leaning towards this just because, like I said in the past one, you can really AFK those 3 things. And last year, even with boots that gave me agility just running around, I still was like lagging behind trying to get agility levels.
Yeah.
So whatever I can do for AFK agility, like I'm really leaning towards this.
This one can be pretty strong, but you do have to consider that because all the rates are boosted, the way you make money is different. You should have low-key infinite money. So for instance, you're like, if you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to be fishing a ton to get food for all of my bossing needs, don't think like that. You're already losing because you can do that. Obviously, you can do that.
Why can't
A
I
lot
do
of
that?
people do that, but you can also just get a bunch of money and buy Karambwans
Oh yeah,
practically immediately.
true.
So you gotta like kind of think not necessarily outside the box, but just in a weird way because this is a weird atypical league.
I think that's a lot of people's favorite thing about League is all the weird theory crafting you have to do.
Yeah, same thing for woodcutting and mining. Like you might not need those if those are part of your goals for doing like quests or for getting to certain areas or doing certain content. Cool, but think about it. You're probably not going to be needing to do those things that much.
Well, also, like, one of the tasks every year is always get base 10, base 20,
Yeah.
base 30, etc. So
You're
it's
gonna do
always
them.
worthwhile leveling.
Yeah, you're gonna do them. I just want to put it into perspective for some players that
Mhm.
maybe have never done this before and are coming in for the first time, which I know there's, especially since the WoW craze, a lot of new players, I'm sure.
Yeah, how exciting.
Also, before I forget, they almost always have a special deal these days where if your membership ran out since the last time you played during like the WoW craze, for example, you are more than likely, they haven't announced it, but you are more than likely going to be able to buy a membership that lasts the duration of leagues
It's
and
actually a
then
good
ends.
deal.
It's usually a very good deal.
I wonder if they're gonna do it this year though, because they just raised price. I feel like they're gonna have to try to like
Yeah.
appease us after just raising the prices, right?
Yes.
They're gonna be like, "We're sorry. Here's this."
So for instance, typically it would be for 2 months, it would be $30. I'd guess it'd be around 23 or something
Yeah.
for the full duration of the league.
Yeah, and if you happen just want membership for a little bit, it's probably the best time to try it out.
Yeah, it's definitely a good deal just for normal players too.
But there's one more tier 1 option. It's called abundance.
Yeah, this is for anyone that, played in the last league. This looks eerily similar to Equilibrium because it kind
Oh,
of is. So this is going to make it so that all coins generated from this relic itself will just be put into your inventory
like a ring of wealth.
if it can be, or
That's toggleable, by the way.
that's toggleable because it could just be put into your bank
Oh.
straight up. Um, yeah, anyways, the active effect is it is going to make all of your non-combat skills, all 20, or is that like 18 skills, 19 skills, all of them are going to be boosted by 10 permanently. So when you log in and you click this and you unlock it, you'll immediately have like 10 or 11 actually mining,
Ooh.
10 or 11 woodcutting, 11 slayer. So 11 agility, so you might not even need to do the
I
agility on the
know.
burning rocks. You could just immediately go to the next thing.
Do you think that means like the ones that are like base 90, you technically have to get base 80? Or are they
Yep.
still really? You think
Yeah.
so?
No, yeah, it's permanently boosted. Like it doesn't even show that your max is boosted, it shows that your base is
Oh,
boosted.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
This one's also tempting, I'm not gonna
This
lie.
one, I would highly recommend thinking about this one if you are someone that like has taken days off for this,
Yeah.
because this will be a really big boon to your account early and then fall off later.
A Bunebape?
Yeah, you could say that.
Wow.
But anyways, that's not it though. Every time you receive an XP drop, you'll gain an additional 2 XP in the same skill. And this is affected by League's multipliers. So the League's multiplier goes up to like 16 or something like
Yeah.
that. So for instance, if you get 100 XP, you'll be getting 2 times that, which is 200, and then times 16, which is, 3,200. So
Yeah.
you'll be getting a lot of XP, and that'll allow you to, level up skills that you're already leveling just much faster.
I was a little confused because they said gain additional 2 XP. They don't say 2 times. It just makes it sound like if you were getting 30 XP, it makes it sound like you'd get 32 XP. But I think that's a typo, right? Because why
No,
would
maybe
you?
you're right.
Oh, because I mean, if you multiplied 2 a lot, I mean, it's
Okay, I miscalculated.
you took it as 2 times.
Yeah, I took it as 2 times. I miscalculated. So it's 2 XP in the same skill, which is definitely not at the same. But
So
it would be 32, not 3,200, which does obviously add up,
yeah,
but it's not nearly as much as 3,200.
Yeah.
But anyways, they do say that for every XP gained, regardless of if it is the extra XP or just the base XP, you'll gain 2 times that. Maybe that's where I got the 2x from.
This is the golden god of this year, it seems like.
It's potentially. So you'll gain 2 times the XP you gain in coins. So if you get 50 million XP in cooking, for example, you'll get 100 million GP. That is just
Stuff like this is huge in the beginning, but the farther you get, the more you're like, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, so it does depend on like other money is abundant. So you might not even need abundance, the relic, in order to get money, but this might expedite your
Yeah.
experience early on. That's why I said I think this is going to be really strong early on. People that are blasting or trying to get max or trying to go for dragon might get this.
I do want to go for dragon, and this does sound like it would help with all the skilling ones.
Yeah, just because the other two only help with 5 skills, kind of.
Yeah.
Obviously, they, the fishing one helps with cooking and obviously stuff like that. But like this one, abundance affects all of your skills.
I know. I really need to like put them side by side and compare them. Do you
Yeah.
have one you're leaning towards?
I think I'm leaning towards abundance. I'm not sure if I'll take it. The only reason I haven't taken equilibrium in the past, which is pretty much the same as this one, is because it was on a level of other relics that were the other relics were just straight up better.
It sucks whenever it's two things you really want, they're the same tier.
Yeah.
I think last year they had a thing where you got to go back and choose one.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Or it was like a tier 3 that allowed you to choose another tier 1.
yeah, something like that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. But anyways, just build this into your strategy. If you don't take the AFKing one, like Endless Harvest, you will see your friends get like 99s in the first couple hours.
Yeah.
And you might feel like you're getting left behind.
Don't ever feel left out in leagues. Like everyone's going crazy the first few days. You'll catch up to everyone.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I worry about it every year and then it ends up being fine.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to FOMO yourself. So go in with a plan and kind of know what to expect, because yeah, that will happen. If you take abundance, you will be absolutely lapped by everyone doing endless harvest in those 3 skills.
Mm-hmm.
But just obviously,
Initially.
if that doesn't matter to you, then who cares?
Yeah. Another thing, you don't actually have to go into the plan. I'm gonna try to have a plan this year though. I never do, but the last leagues I got dragon and I got so burnt out at the end. I didn't even get to like a day before leagues ended. So this year I want to try and get it quicker. We'll see. I actually want to have a plan.
Yeah, actually,
Maybe.
I didn't mean like have a plan. I meant have like
An idea of what you want.
yeah, have an expectation for your play style.
There
I guess
you
that's
go.
what I mean. Like
Okay.
like have a plan on like how you plan on playing, not necessarily how you have like a master plan drawn out.
Okay,
'Cause
cool.
I don't do that either.
I was gonna say, oh, you have a plan?
No, for anyone that doesn't have a plan, this other relic that they just revealed today might be for you.
This is tier 6.
This is fairly high, tier 6. So this is called Culling Spree, and this is for Slayer, and it
They always have a
allows
Slayer
you
one.
to, whenever you get a Slayer task, be able to choose from 3 different options, and it's almost always gonna assign at least one boss Slayer task if it's a choice, if it's like a potential choice. Also, whenever you do get a task, you can choose between 5 and 200. So if you hate it, you can do 5, or if you want a bunch of them and you want to AFK, like
Crazy.
gargoyles, for example, then you can get like 200 and sit there for a long time if you want.
Where possible, at least one of the you already said that. Additionally, gain the following bonuses while on Slayer task. So upon slaying a superior Slayer monster, there's a 50% chance that another will spawn.
I want to see how many people can get like 10 or 20 in a row,
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be cool.
or if it's just one time.
It is always a task in leagues to imbue it heart. So
Yeah.
you're gonna want to get superiors. Superior Slayer creatures will always drop 1 to 3 elite clue scrolls. You'll gain all the effects of a Slayer helm without needing to wear one. You can purchase any of the Slayer reward store perks for free. And the rune, pouch, herb sack, and looting bag will be purchasable for free from the Slayer reward store.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
You do have to imagine that this is also pretty good, because not only can you wear a full set of gear, but you also get the extra damage and accuracy that a Slayer helm would normally provide against Slayer bosses.
Yeah, no matter what you're wearing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool, but also, I mean, you
It's
have
a
to like
T6
Slayer.
though. Like what else? The
Yeah.
other stuff's gonna be pretty cool too.
The other 2 might be really sick.
But Slayer's one of the skills that I do always think is a little annoying to work on in leagues.
Sure.
I think I chose it last time to the Slayer one.
Well, this one would definitely speed up your Slayer stuff, and this
Dude.
this was revealed a couple days ago. This is one of the tier 8s, the highest tier that you can get. This one is called Minion.
It sounds so good.
Yes, it is. For anyone that is familiar with the
Thrall GF.
the Thrall girlfriend ninja love of your life, she is coming back as a minion, but stronger than ever before.
And as an imp.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, this is a new powerful summon called a minion, and it lasts for 30 minutes. So it lasts essentially indefinitely, as long as you keep spawning it every 30 minutes. This will attack the target you're attacking with whatever style it is weakest to. It'll change from magic to melee to range. And if possible, and in multi-combat, it'll use AoE attacks.
Also using the weakest.
Yes. And on top of that, its minimum hit is 3. Its maximum hit is 10 with an attack speed of 3 ticks and an accuracy of 45,000, which is very high.
It's very accurate.
Yes. And the whistle can consume up to 5 unique equipable Zamorak items by using them on the whistle. So it'll just eat them up.
Yeah.
But what it'll do is it'll permanently, or I assume permanently,
Yeah, of course.
increase
I
your
think so.
minions max hit by 2. If you use all 5 unique items on the whistle, it'll go from a max hit of 10 to 20
Oh my gosh.
on 3
This is
ticks.
how they're making it better than the pastoral. That's crazy.
Imagine an AoE blowpipe that hits for 20.
Oh, beautiful.
Very insane.
Beautiful.
It'll also, if that wasn't good enough, automatically loot items from creatures you kill.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Including fired range ammo, so you don't have to pick up your arrows again.
Yeah, so you don't even need a backpack. And also you can set the minimum value thresholds, of course. You don't have to pick up bones if you don't want to. And the minion will deal damage to targets that are immune to thralls normally. The only place you can't use it is for Yama.
PvP and Yama, yeah. I
Yeah.
love that you can't use it against Yama. That is hilarious.
Yeah, it's Yama's demon.
I wonder if you just can't do. I mean, I'm assuming you can actually do Yama.
Yeah, you got to be able to do
That's
Yama.
funny. I might choose this
It's
because
very strong.
it's so good. Usually, in tier 8, they always have a last stand one as well, which is you're about to die. It takes you back to full health again. I always choose between these two. The last stand one is nice though if you're doing content you've never done before. Like last year, I got to Zuck for the first time ever, and I did not take last stand, and I died. And I was like, oh, I wish I took last stand.
Yeah, it's also
So-
unfortunate because last year there was a bug for a very long time where if you did take last stand and you got the buff from dying, it raised all of your combat stats by 255.
Oh, I wish I would have gotten it.
There was a technique, it wasn't very complicated from what I remember, but there was a way to permanently keep the 255 and it never degrade.
That's
So
so
you just
funny.
did a huge amount of damage forever.
Hilarious. There's also usually something that has to do with like special attack, but I'm never as interested because doesn't sound as exciting. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but what we're referencing is on this blog, and like I said, this blog is dynamic, and they will continue updating this blog as they tease and release more relic effects in
Yeah.
the next few days until leading up to leagues.
And they might not have last stand. They might not have a special attack thing. That's me speculating
Yeah,
based on past ones.
yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff to keep track of if you are interested.
Yeah, there's a bunch of passives as well. So tier 1's just immediately when you log in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. You immediately get all experience multiplied by 5. Items from eligible sources are twice as common. Farming ticks will occur every minute instead of every 5 minutes. Minigame points received are boosted by 4. Run energy is never drained. All clue scrolls will drop as stackable scroll boxes, and clue step progress is saved between the clues.
yeah. I do wonder if they are going to do the combat thing like we mentioned, because previously in leagues past they had combat separated from the league's relics tiers in their own tiers, but they don't mention that here. So maybe they are tied to each other again, like in other leagues
Weird.
past.
Yeah.
But they do mention that other like stuff for the tiers, all of them haven't been mentioned. But for tier 17, your XP multiplier gets bumped up to
7?
16
You
times.
said 17.
Yeah, tier 7. Tier 7, your XP multiplier gets bumped up to 16 times XP. They haven't revealed what you get for tier 8 though.
It just says none. I don't think you get anything.
You might not get anything.
I don't think you will. And you don't at level 6 either. But I think tier 6 and tier 8 are such big unlocks normally that it's fine. Because tier 6 is the one, I mean, that's not the Slayer. That's like pretty huge. But I don't know. I mean, I want something for everything.
Yeah.
Um,
I am interested in what they're going to do with the combat stuff because
well, they do say your combat skills have a 1.5 times multiplier.
for XP.
Yeah.
It's interesting because for anyone that wasn't around for the last league, they had tiers 1 through 5 for each combat type.
Oh, they did do it really weird.
And
Yeah.
they did it that way and they did it that way to separate you having to choose between getting extra damage or getting extra interesting relics.
Mm.
So I want them to do it that way because I thought it was cool not having to choose between like really hard hitting stuff, or do I just want to make it so that getting 99s doesn't suck?
Was that Leaks or was that Gridmaster?
That was leagues.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, Gridmaster, you
Oh, yeah,
got
'cause-
everything.
Yeah, because whenever you did Echo Bosses, it would give you like an extra point
Yep.
in leagues.
Yeah, so I think I hope they do that this time
I
around.
do remember I liked it because normally in leagues you kind of get locked into either range, melee, or mage. That's usually like the tier 2, I think. You choose between all the combats.
Yeah.
But they haven't revealed that yet, so we'll see. There's still so much, like we could speculate all day, but there's still so much stuff that's not revealed yet.
Yeah, there's a ton that they still haven't talked about because we are still pretty far away.
Yeah. They also at the bottom of the page put a bunch of demonic code.
Yeah, someone
Has anyone figured out what it
yeah,
means?
people have figured out what it means, and I don't think
It's
it's
just lore stuff.
yeah, I don't think it's like a big reveal from what I remember. Like you can check it out.
You know, it's not even big enough for you to remember what it was.
I don't know. I remember reading it. I don't remember it being like that big a deal.
Okay. Also, it's not confirmed if they were actually right, whatever they got. So
Yeah.
who knows?
But yeah, anyways, yeah, I went back just to see if they did mention if unlocking an echo boss or anything like that gives you better, increases or anything like that, and they don't mention anything of it. So if they did it similar to last year, they haven't alluded to it yet.
Well, if they also haven't mentioned what the Echo Bosses are going to drop,
That's
like
true.
the dog sword and stuff.
Yeah, they haven't talked about any of those. They do
I'm-
say that they will be
yeah.
talking about them soon.
I'm really excited for next week because 7 more days of reveals. We're going to have so much more to talk about.
Yeah.
These are all just like nothing, right? Wait, this is new. Oh, it's all coded. It's just about the Echo Bosses and Echo rewards.
Yeah.
I forgot that they're updating this every single day. I was like, wait, I haven't seen this. Anyway, leagues. I
Yeah.
love leagues.
They do have an FAQ, so if you're like, will a Hunter's Guild shop be accessible from level 1 Hunter? They answer that here. Like they say, no, you can buy the stuff if you're worried about that, but no, you can't get bird snares and hunter boxes from the Hunter's Guild. You got to go to the store.
Which is weird. You think they just have it at the Hunters Guild?
Well, you have to unlock it. You have to be a higher level hunter to go there. So that's one of the questions where if you don't know, then they answer some of them here.
This is an interesting one. Will there be access to an essence mine without picking Kandarin? No.
Nope.
Weird. What
Yeah.
are you're just gonna have to boss for them, I guess, or buy them?
Yeah, to be fair, anyone that doesn't know, Zulrah, very easy boss in leagues, especially drops a ton of rune essence if you're worried about that.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah, you do have to be members, by the way. We never mentioned that. You do have to be members.
Oh
to do
yeah,
this.
sorry, you do. Will Lithgren be accessible without Fossil Island? No. You have to have that open as well. Are we able to access all 3 raids without having that region unlocked? No, to access a raid, you'll need to unlock its region. But again, they dropped the vouchers so you can get any mega rare from any of the raids. They're confirming with no tormented demons available and Arcane Spellbook locked to a region, will players have access to Demon Vein? No spoilers, but it's covered. So no tormented demons.
Well, yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Is because they said that the Gothixian area is locked.
Yeah, that's what but we weren't sure if that's what it was called.
Yeah, I was pretty sure, but yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting.
One bummer. Will pest control of its XP rewards re-enable this year as a perk of the region? No.
Thank God.
It was so busted a few years ago, man. It wasn't last week's, was it?
No, they removed it last leagues along with Clan Wars. Or not Clan Wars, with Soul Wars.
They had to like nerf it mid leagues because it was too crazy. I got like 99 prayer in like a couple hours, I think. It was so good.
True. You do also have to unlock Corinne in order to fight Yama, by the way. It's not default
That's kind of
unlocked.
funny though, because you have access. I guess maybe
It's a different area entirely. It's not, you're not, when you spawn in, it's Yama's lair, but it's not technically Yama's
I was
lair
gonna
in
say
Corinne.
maybe he's a demon, he has multiple layers.
He could.
He could. There
Yeah.
we go.
He could.
Will beginner clues be accessible as the steps are free to play areas only? They will not have tasks this league, but will be completable if players unlock regions with beginner steps. They'll still drop, and players with Asgardian Desert can complete them.
Nice.
Are those only areas? Oh, those are the only areas that you can do those.
Yeah.
Um,
No. And there's also no dryness protection this league, in case anyone was
Oh.
wondering about that. And yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff like that. There's a huge FAQ that we're going to
can we see
going through.
Mistalin on fire from neighboring regions? Sadly not. I wish that they would have made that. That would have been funny. Also, why is Mistalin on fire? I get that they didn't want us to go there, but why set it ablaze?
I don't know.
Kind of intense.
This is probably one of the best changes I've seen that I just randomly stumbled upon. Will leagues points be the exact same for each region? Yes. This is the first time.
Yay! Yeah, that's why people don't choose Kandarin. I mean, to be fair, they keep it close, but it's never exactly the same.
Yeah, some
That's
regions are
cool.
easier than others in the past, but now
That's
they should be the exact
dope.
same.
I really like that. Yay! I'm super excited for leagues.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna
now
be
you
so
can pick
fun.
whatever region you want. Obviously, it's still based around what rewards you want
Yeah.
and what content you want to do, but now it shouldn't really take into account, or you shouldn't really take into account your league's points.
Cool. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's it.
Moving on though, this week's update, the Easter 2026 event. Man, but first, there were some crazy bugs this week.
Yeah, very, very insane
They've
bugs.
all been cold fixed, but the trip hammer was broken at Giant's Foundry, so
It
you just
just
couldn't do it.
literally didn't give you any progress.
Yeah, attempting cut a tree at canoe stations wasn't working. Your character
Yeah.
would just start pacing around. The funniest one. Funniest. Read it to me, please.
They say some NPCs wouldn't respect the aggression range. It low key seemed like almost all of the NPCs, especially the ones around Mistlin, wouldn't respect your aggression range. So you had like, I saw people bring Falador Knights or Artie Knights rather, all the way to through the mountains, all the way to Varrock.
People were taking the stray dog all over.
Yeah, you could take the stray dog. People were getting the dark wizards to follow them to the
Yeah.
GE.
Can you imagine how scary that'd be as a new player? You're running from the Dark Wizards and they follow you
Yeah.
into Varrock?
Yeah, true.
Dude.
And then some people even got
goofy.
next to go to the GE.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. That'd be crazy though.
I was like, wait, she's in an instance.
Yeah, no, that'd be nuts.
That sounds like Deadman the Breaches.
True. Sounds like
Anyway.
the Falador Massacre.
Oh, never forget. We had the Easter event this week.
Those things sucked.
It was not that great, you guys.
There's to quickly describe it. They don't luckily even describe it as a quest. It is an event.
They always say event.
Yeah. There's a tent outside the GE. Literally, it's a tent outside
It's 3
the GE.
stalls.
You talk to the bunny rabbit and you're like practically done.
Yeah, you talk to the bunny rabbit and he's like, I lost an egg. His name is Archibald. And then you go to like 8 places around Varrock. And then you get the egg and you give it back and you're done.
Yep.
Reward. Skip this if you don't want to hear the reward. Dude, you get one thing.
An
One
egg.
thing. You get Archibald. So he also has like 7 recolors. My favorite, it looks like the bunny. They also have like a little like chick catching and one that looks like dragon armor. And these can go in your POH and you can carry them. So kind of weird. We now have 2 egg pets, which I did not foresee. But
Cool.
yeah.
And there's going to be an Easter live stream, which is really just going to be people marching around, playing hide and seek, and it's going to be on Twitch World 520. There's going to be a little bit of a Fashionscape event too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this is going to be happening on April 2nd,
And
Thursday.
the egg decoration. They're going to have the finalist. So people can vote for the winner.
Yep.
I forgot about
You
that.
can win money.
Cute. Anyway, yeah, that's literally it
That's
on
it.
the Easter.
Yeah, really lame.
Really not. The Easter ones are always not exciting, but there was one a few years ago, like where it was like the Easter church.
I feel
That
like-
one was kind of longer.
I really do feel like they got like someone to be like, all right, dude, you got an hour. Put something together.
Yeah, but they're like, just don't make any of the eggs gay, please.
True.
We all know Archibald's gay though,
Yeah.
at least by.
Speaking of loving each other, we have PvP.
Ew.
Random quality of life stuff. This is random because
Yeah.
I never expected it. There is a ton of random PvP stuff I included in this update.
Yeah, so start off with some last man standing changes. The starter gear for Max Med Brack has been updated with Max Cybernetic Dreads, Torag Plate Legs, Carol's Leather Top, Aram's Robe Top, Aram's Robe Skirt, and Staff of the Dead.
Yeah, they also kind of updated your inventory a little bit. Previously, max was 1 Ceradoan brew, now it's 3, and 10 sharks down from 11.
Yeah, this is also random. You can no longer lose your skull by entering a LMS game lobby, logging out, and hopping worlds while inside the lobby.
True.
Has that been a thing forever?
I have no idea.
Or maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Probably. I mean, a lot of these things have been in the game for a very long time.
Yeah.
For instance, they are low-key updating all of the brackets for Max Med, Zerker, and I think even another one. But
Wow.
Max Med is going up to defense of 85, and Zerker's attacks up to 80.
Okay. Then we have some bounty hunter changes. So much PvP stuff. Bounty hunter rewards can now be used in the SAR fight pits, POH combat rings, and Clan Hall combat ring.
And also, while you're installed in BH, you'll receive 50% less EP per minute, and your archaic emblem will not upgrade past tier 5.
The Bounty Hunter Vesta Spear will now block range damage as well as melee damage when the special attack is used.
And players dying in the BH lobby will now be considered as skipping their target.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
They also added a bunch of items to Amir's arena that you can take now if you want.
It's a humongous list.
Highlights, though, are Bofa with crystal armor, I'd say.
Full blood bark, full oath plate, all the
Soul
purging
Reaper.
items, all the new rings like Bellators and Venators, a ton of stuff.
So much stuff.
All of this can be added to the Amir arena, like Michelle said, and also the Zerker stuff has been upgraded randomly.
Why does it sound like you're like all to the
Amir.
you're like
The attack for Zerker is 75 up from 60, defense is 50 up from 45, and prayer is 63 up from 55. And whereas the max meta count, attack, defense, and prayer are now 99.
Okay.
Yeah, so a bunch of changes. Also, for anyone that doesn't know, I know people still don't know this, the fastest way to imbue items now is the Amir's arena.
Really?
It's been like that since it came out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because what
Because
people
you don't lose stuff if you go there.
you don't lose stuff, and also you get points regardless of if you
Win or lose.
win, lose, or leave.
Oh, the leaving's kind of lame.
And that's what people do. That's the meta for imbuing things. It takes 20 minutes to imbue anything.
That's actually, I wish that it was just if you win or lose, because then it encourages you to really try it. Just leaving's kind of.
I mean, you can just lose if you think that's lame. You just walk up and wait for them to kill you, which is just as fun.
I guess.
So
Yeah, whatever.
yeah. Anyways, that's just a little PSA. And also, they have some things allowing you to get refunded for cosmetics. Because previously, if you died in a PvP world and lost any applied cosmetics, it would be just lost.
Yeah.
So to ensure that you can keep showing off your items, the following items have had their cosmetic overrides that would typically be lost is now actually getting refunded.
Yeah, the magma helm refunds the magma mutagen. Can you imagine? That's like a 1 out of 12k or something, right?
I think it's 1 out of 6.
Oh, so maybe I'm thinking 12 for both. Can you
Yeah.
imagine 1 out of 6k and you just lose it?
Yeah, the magma and the tanzanite
Yeah,
are
both of
both the araxite head for the slayer helm, and also the black slayer helm, dragon hunter crossbow B, all of the king black dragon stuff, all of the slayer helm stuff actually
Yeah.
for KQ, and also the abbey demon head.
Yeah, all the TOA kits as well, and all of the top kits. If you die with your scythe, you're losing your scythe, but at least you get to keep your holy kit.
Yeah, the Elidness Ward Menify ornament kit, the Masori kit, Sanguine ornament kit for the scythe and the Masori stuff respectively. Also the holy kit for the scythe, and the Fang Cursed Phalanx ornamental kit, and last but not least, all of the twisted stuff for the ancestrals.
So you don't get to actually keep the item again. You only get to keep the thing that makes it cosmetic. You will have to buy a new scythe or whatever.
Yeah, like you lose the Serp helm, but keep the mutagen.
Exactly. Other PvP quality of life updates, we will just maybe rapid through these, take turns.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot, but I don't know if you guys will like them, so we'll go through it.
Yeah, and also let me be blunt and honest. A lot of these we don't know why they're being changed or what their effect is.
Or if it's good or bad.
I do know that there was a brief bug where you were kind of trapped in like the Venenatis, Callisto, Vidion arenas. This morning they've been cold fixed or hot fixed. Previously, like you couldn't escape the room or something, or like the area that you escaped to was predictable when it's not supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, so there's been some changes in PvP areas. If you have not attacked another player in the last 20 ticks or 12 seconds, swapping between weapons will retain any autocast settings. This should improve wilderness slayer tasks.
Okay. And like you were saying, there was an issue. So they reverted changes to escape caves behavior. So when leaving at the wilderness bosses, if you log out inside a boss lair, you'll log back in outside the escape caves. All of their escape caves behavior is as it was previously.
Yeah. They made some changes to improve the Vidion and Venenatis fights for larger groups. So essentially they just made it so all of the ads those two bosses spawn, it's less so for bigger groups. Used to be for bigger groups there'd be way more, but it was just too many.
Ads being like the hellhounds and the little spiderlings.
Yeah.
Every time people say ads, I'm just like, what ads?
Yeah, just think of it. Anytime someone says ads in a boss fight ever, additional mobs.
Yeah. Dazana's quiver and revenant weapons now accurately reflect your risk wealth on the items kept on Death UI.
Revenants and the Revenant Maledictus will no longer invalidate iron accounts from obtaining loot if other players attack. This iron account will still only receive a drop if they're the MVP, though. This change is in line with recent adjustments to how they work for zombie pirates and stuff like that.
Cool. When crossing a Revenant Cave shortcut, the slight delay when arriving at the other side has been removed.
Ranging ammunition no longer spawns on top of the Revenant Cave shortcut pillars.
The rear entrance the Brimhaven dungeon, which is accessed by paying trading sticks, now will no longer null damage upon use in a PvP or Deadman world.
The PJ timer in PvP worlds has been increased to 16 ticks, up from 8, so it's been doubled. This is to stop bad actors PJing fights when two players eat at the same time.
In PvP worlds, players can now use cannons the wildy.
In single combat, you can no longer telegraph food dropped by others in the wilderness. If you've dropped a piece of food or a monster you're fighting has dropped some food, you're now going to be able to pick it up if you're in combat. Or you're now, it says you're now able to pick that food up if you're in combat with another player.
Yeah.
But you can't telegraph it. You can pick it up, but you can't telegraph it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have to run over.
Yeah. I think people like would drop food for their ult and stuff like that.
Oh, or their ult could telegraph it away from the person you're fighting to like screw them over.
Yeah.
Anyway, the placement of the Elder Chaos Druids at the zombie pirates have been slightly adjusted, so players passing by get teleblocked less frequently. It is very annoying when it happens. It's happened to me like twice. 2 times too many.
Yeah. In PvP worlds, the checking barrel can now be used in the bank located at the Camelot teleport spot, and also you can use it in the safe area of the white portal in Clan Wars.
Outside designated Castle War worlds, barricades will always appear under players. On designated worlds, they'll continue to appear on top of players.
And on designated castle wars,
Non-designated.
on non-designated castle war worlds, bandages will heal a maximum of 18.
Added a toggle to disable combat XP at Castle Wars, Soul Wars, Czar Fight Pits, and Clan Wars. These toggles can be accessed as followed. So Castle Wars, right-click Lanthus. Soul Wars, talk to Nomad. Czar Fight Pits, talk to Czar Mejka. And Clan Wars, right-click the white or purple portal.
And then lastly, in permanent deadman, trinkets will now break on death again. And also the hit points for each breach NPC will be restored to being significantly lower.
Will someone who does PvP tell us, is this good?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Tell
know,
us if you like it.
from what I saw, a lot of PvPers seemed slightly blindsided because, like I said, they didn't mention this anywhere. They just kind of like, they didn't pull any of this. They just like, were like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird.
Blindside in a good or a bad way?
Just in an unexpected way.
Okay.
Speaking of unexpected, we have a small change to mobile UI.
Yeah, so they've added the ability to reduce the UI scale on the mobile clients. You can find the default values at 400%, and then you can just make it smaller if you want. There's also a magnification cap in place, so the interface never gets too tiny to use.
Yeah, obviously this might not work for all devices, or it might be weird on your device, so just keep that in mind. And also, there is going to be an FPS setting option for the official client now, and this is just going to allow you to separate max foreground and max background FPS. For anyone that doesn't know what that means, it's just saying whenever you alt tab and you're not technically on the game anymore, that means it's background FPS. You might want to limit that to like 10 or something, just so it takes less of your computer's power to run that while you're alt tabbed, because you don't need to be running it at the full 50 FPS.
And also more client changes. They improve the behavior of audio sliders so they act more like you'd expect. Previously, having a low master volume could result in some audio channels being unintentionally muted. And for Androids and PCs only, fixed a bug that prevented anti-aliasing settings appearing on supported devices.
Yep.
Oh, and then for the sailing thing, by the way, we did not read the blog, but last week we talked about the combat changes, and I was like, there's for sure gonna be a blog. Yeah, they put out a blog saying how they missed the mark.
Yeah, they put out a blog, and also, like I said, I did catch the Q&A live stream, which they kind of randomly did. You can go watch the VOD if you want to. It was with Mod Light, Elena, and Rice, I believe. And Light was kind of just the moderator. But anyways, they kind of just were answering questions about sailing, as you'd expect, sailing combat, what they plan to do, what they hope to do, when they hope to do it, and stuff like that. They did say I'm not going to go through all this because there's kind of like a lot to read.
There's really only these 3 paragraphs that matter.
Yeah, but I guess I can kind of summarize it. They did say that they want this to come out in the next few weeks, not the next few months.
Nice.
And these changes are going to be kind of twofold. One, they are going to decrease the HP of almost all mobs, with the more significant ones being the lower level mobs.
Yeah. Some of
That's
them are
just
weirdly tanky.
yeah, that's just gonna make it so like when you're fighting a seagull, it's not like weirdly strong. And secondly, in order to combat the crappiness of cannons, they're buffing them
Hmm.
only whilst you use them.
I don't know because my shadow's pretty good.
Yeah. So I don't take my word for it or the mod's word for it, because I think if I remember correctly, Modelina did say something like, if you are manning the cannon, they want it. This is assuming you're using best in slot stuff, like dragon and stuff like that.
Hmm.
They want the damage to be on par, or at least not so far off of mega rare stuff.
Yeah.
So that, if you are using a shadow, you can still use a shadow. It's still a DPS increase, but it's not like, oh, I feel so bad because I'm not using a shadow.
Yes.
They even mention here that the DPS of you manning a cannon should be the same as you doing traditional combat plus 2 crew members worth of damage.
Interesting.
So you'll be doing a lot of damage if you are manning it yourself.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll see it I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I'll see it when I believe it.
Yeah. Also, there was an issue where players' worn gear wasn't contributing the expected damage
That's
or
funny.
to calculations. So this is going to be fixed as well.
Nice.
But yeah, so I thought the changes in general were pretty good. They're just, a lot of people were like, make cannons better, and they kind of did,
Yeah.
as long as you're mounting them, which I think is kind of an okay change.
Yeah, it's never felt worth it to me before. So it would kind of be nice, I guess, to actually be like, yeah, I want to ban it myself.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm like in a spot where like I hate the idea of doing combat from boats.
Mm-hmm.
Like not manning the cannon, but like you doing the damage from boats. I feel like that's really thematically stupid. Like it's cool, it makes sense. I'm not saying like shooting a bow from a boat is thematically wrong. I'm just saying I should be doing boat things on a boat is my
Mm-hmm.
main concern. But I get that they have to have
Combat.
some kind of like middle ground there, because a lot of people want to be able to use their bofa and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it just
You think we should just be able
looks,
to use the cannons only?
I just think it looks kind of lame. I feel like there should be like boat specific combat and boat specific gear, boat specific,
Yeah, that would be
like
kind of cool.
it's like, oh, you want to do boat combat? Well,
Maybe give us a little outfit that gives you extra XP or something, extra accuracy.
yeah, like maybe like boat specific gear, boat specific ballistas or something like that. It just feels kind of like not as interesting if you're like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
bringing my T-bow because I got this thing 7 years ago and it's still best in slot for this brand new skill.
Fair. They also did say though that they're nearly ready to share details on the next expansion of boat combat, being NPC boats. This is gonna give new enemies, new rewards, and new cannonballs. So stay tuned. I don't
Yeah,
know if we need more cannonballs. A poison one.
I don't know. They did mention like years ago at this point there should be cannonballs such as chain shot, but they just have never implemented it in the game.
Oh,
So
we'll
maybe
see if
that's what they're
that's
talking
yeah.
about.
This one's pretty exciting. So they mentioned earlier this year they're working up setting game worlds in more parts of the world. In preparation for the upcoming game worlds based in Brazil, we've added a new filtering option to the configure world switcher menu today. We're going to keep you updated. We have more info to share on these game worlds. But there's a couple other small things that they have with this game update. I like how they just roll into this.
Yeah.
It's not relevant at all.
No.
A typo's been corrected in the thieving guide.
It,
Huge.
it it said like I forgot what it said. It was such a small change. It said like cannon with like one N or something.
This thing is like one L in something.
Yeah.
I
It
saw a
was very,
screenshot.
very small. Yami's chat head no longer has blue stripes in the menagerie.
The free-to-play restriction on using clan chats with a skill below 150 has been made slightly more flexible to accommodate certain specialist builds.
Cool. Also, there's gonna be a fight pits thing with 2 creators, skill specs and Dino. They're gonna
Yep.
do a fight pit battle to the end in World 520. You can join. There is not going to be any like, loot or anything like that. It's just for fun.
Oh yeah, the last player, you lied again. You said it last time as
I,
well.
I try to get people. I try to get people.
He just didn't notice that. The last player standing in each official round wins 3 OSRs bonds.
I'm just surprised, which is why I haven't mentioned it each time because I just skip over it. I don't expect them to reward people for doing this.
They
It
want
seems like
people
they're
to
doing it
hang out.
because they like the community must really like it, so I just assumed they would like go just because of that.
I love how you've done it twice in a row. You're like, there's nothing. I'm like, there's something. There is. This is gonna be the one.
It's 3 OSRS bonds, which is $30.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take $30. It's on March 27th. If you're listening to the podcast, if it's just come out a couple hours ago, you still have time. If
Yeah.
not, sorry, you missed it.
And there's 3 different competitive rounds, so technically if you are a lucker and a god, you could win $90 worth of bonds.
I feel like they would. There is like terms and conditions. I feel like it probably says like you can only win once. But that would be kind of funny to win all 3.
But yeah, so I did lie. I didn't read that the thing. I read that there's 3 rounds and then I just skipped.
He's like, yeah, nothing.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's cool.
That's the updates for this week.
I feel like it should just be the top 3 players get 1 bond each. I don't know why the first player needs 3 bonds.
The last player, it is the top 3, but they're having 3 rounds, so it's just the top person each round, top 3.
No, dude. They're saying they have 3 rounds and only the winner of each round gets it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying the top 3 of each round.
Oh, that they each get
So
1 bond
9
instead or
players would
something.
win 1 bond each instead of 3 getting 3.
Yeah, that's true. But people might not join for just 1 bond, but they'll join for 3.
People would join for a free bond. That's
don't
10
know.
million GP.
That is a lot of gold. It's 14.
Or no, yeah, 14 million GP.
Yeah.
It's $10.
Anyway,
We have questions.
we do have questions. So these first ones are from Spotify. If it looks like there's like a flashbang, for some reason it won't let me change this to be dark mode. It is so bright. There's a couple questions. I'll ask the one that's not RuneScape first. So Eldrafine said, what is your favorite genre of music and why?
I have 2 that I would say I like equally.
Okay.
One is black metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of bands are black metal? Is that Lamb of God?
Lamb of God is groove metal technically, but I don't think like that's a big enough genre, so I think it kind of fits in black metal a little bit.
Okay.
But also black metal is a little bit more hardcore, so probably not. Like Lamb of God is surprisingly lighter in the metal community.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that.
But if I don't like new metal so much, like I don't like lighter metal as much. I do listen to it, but yeah, probably the more black metal stuff. But I don't listen to it outside of like the gym typically.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm playing games, my other favorite genre is probably gonna be
Like
EDM. I think is too broad.
Oh, okay.
It
I wouldn't
feels,
consider it too broad, but that's
it
fair.
feels too broad. But I guess we could just say EDM.
Yeah, I would have just said metal too. So I think you get more specific.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just like if you were to say country, I'm like, there's like so many kinds of like types of music within that genre.
Mine's also gonna be specific. I think that my favorite recently, for the past life, is like pop rap, like Megan Thee Stallion and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always loved it. But I've also been listening to a lot of like Sabrina Carpenter. So what, like traditional pop?
I think that's just pop. Yeah.
Yeah. So pop and rap together especially, they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mine used to be too. It's funny because when I very first started working out, I had such a chaotic workout playlist. It was like 2 very polarizing genres where it was like death metal and like
songs.
extremely hard drum and bass.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of like a more extreme version of what you do right now.
Yeah.
It's like, you
So,
haven't changed that much.
It's like that, but like slightly toned down now.
Okay, cool. Next question. This is from Bassman Joel. I almost said Bassman.
Could be. Spelled the same way.
I thought this was really nice. So I can't explain how nice it is to have Rob playing OSRs. I used to feel so sad when I heard him just be like, I don't know, I don't care about OSRS stuff. Great to have you back, King. Please share how to watch your progress. Is it on YouTube? And what's your series called?
Yeah, I might be coming out with a series for this Iron Man account. And then
That's the intention.
yeah, that's kind of the idea behind it. We'll see if it actually happens. And whenever that does happen, it'll be like we don't come out with a lot of YouTube videos, so it'll be just the only one on the channel.
For you. I have
Yeah.
my GM series I haven't uploaded to. I wrote a
Wow.
script this week. I just haven't like recorded and edited footage.
Yeah. So
Something.
it'll be on there when it shows up. It'll be related to
Your account.
my,
I don't know if you want to say anything.
yeah, it'll be related to my account, my progress, real life and in game.
Okay. And he won't say the name of it because that also might give it away.
True.
All right. And then the next one is just for me. I thought this was so funny. So, Dinosaur said, I mean this in the most sincere and non-elitist way possible, but why continue to resist Inferno Coliseum? As an aspiring Grandmaster, you have to get 5kc and 10 in each of those minimum. Both these pieces of content also have some of the hardest CAs in the entire diary. Winning a couple of KC under your belt pay dividends later on when you're ready to consider taking on tasks like the Jad skip or reinforcements. Again, genuinely curious, not trying to sound elitist. You didn't sound elitist.
It's valid.
This made me laugh out loud. It is very valid. It's laziness. It's laziness and it feels like a commitment. I think that's it. Because especially like Inferno, sometimes I'll think about Inferno and then I'm like, my God, hours. It takes hours. That is so annoying.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Inferno grind for your first KC is like within 3 to 5 weeks on average.
Yeah,
From what I've seen, people regularly say they're like, I've been doing this for a month.
Yeah.
And that's how I got
I
my
feel like mine will take
cape.
longer because especially like on stream, I guess a lot of streamers are like this. I am so much worse at the game when I'm live. Like I've been able to like get CAs off stream like so quickly that I struggle with all stream. So why do I say all stream? It reminds me of the all blue. I don't know the way I said it.
Reminds me of All Might.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I think it just sounds like such a commitment, and I'm more intrigued by Coliseum because it's not as much of a time waste if you die, whereas it's something so like demoralizing about Inferno to me that like you die and it's like cool, I have to go back and do stuff for an hour and a half to get where I was. I was talking about on stream about doing one of the scuffed ways to get Inferno, like mage or something, where everyone's like, you can't die, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I'd find a way to die, don't worry. But I was like, I don't know, that would be kind of funny because it goes with my whole cheesing my way to GM. And then I was talking about it to people and they were like, yeah, I mean, and then you'll have your Slayer helm. So all the CAs afterwards will be easier because I'm going to have to actually learn it at some point. I'm just really putting it off.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking about it because, and then you brought up the like cheese way.
Mm-hmm.
If you did the Justicar cheese way, it would take you 3 entire streams in order to get through one attempt.
Is that how long it takes?
It takes like 4 hours.
Ew. Do you need a full inventory? Because could I just do like some that and some, like I could just do normal for the first 30 and then be like, all right, time to put on the Justy.
I have no idea
I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
I don't have plans to do at least Inferno anytime soon because there's so much other CAs. I'm kind of also hoping that as I do more CAs, I'll get more confident. But I mean, what you said is right. It literally is in the back of my head every time I think about CAs. I'm like, I'm going to have to do it eventually. But it'd be kind of funny to do it last. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And it might be easier to do it with a Slayer helm so it's boosted. It would be on brand. Anyway, we have a couple questions from Discord as well. Let me open those up. So first one is going to be from Harger. Sorry if this is a bit long. Do you think the GE would have been more interesting and perhaps a compromise between GE supporters and GE opponents if it was built like this? The seller posts an offer, which is a particular item in a particular quantity at a particular total price. When a buyer searches the item in the GE, they see a list of every offer for that item. You can then sort by different criteria like quantity being offered or price. There's also an option for the seller to tick a box saying willing to negotiate. Quick example. Michelle wants to buy 500 cooked lobster. She searches the word lobster in the GE, finds 243 active offers. Then she sorts by amount of items sold, finds one offer for $5.96, one for $4.72. The offer for $5.96 allows negotiation, so she sends the seller a message saying she'll buy if the seller either reduces the price or sells only the quantity of 500. The seller then agrees to selling only 500. Michelle gets the lobsters, and the seller makes a new offer in the GE for 96 lobsters. Isn't there a game like that you play? I feel like you've played games where you have to like message people to trade.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Is it WoW?
No.
Okay.
It
It is WoW. I'd laugh.
It used to be Path of Exile, but
Oh.
kind of recently, Path of Exile is like a 15-year-old game at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But they recently, within the last year or two, implemented a system exactly like this,
Mm-hmm.
literally exactly like this,
Yeah.
where they have, it's called asynchronous trade. Asynchronous just means it happens whilst you're playing the game, not trading yourself.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, if someone had something to trade, they would put the value they expect you to pay for it, and then
Mm-hmm.
you'd have to message them saying, I'm willing to do this.
That's so
It was
tedious.
extremely common for people to message that and then follow it up with being like, I'll actually pay this amount,
Yeah.
trying to bargain. So
Weird.
exactly what Harger's mentioning. And that was how it worked for like literally 14 years. And it
Oh.
was successful, but it was a deterrent for newer players.
Yeah.
Very hard to get into. Now they have it where you just do the same thing. You post it in a tab that you're like, I'm selling it for this price, and just people show up and buy it from that tab, like you're a merchant, or they don't.
Yeah.
They can still message you because they know that you're selling it. And obviously you're online, or you can be online,
Mm-hmm.
and they can still haggle that way.
Yeah.
But now it's much more just I'm logging in, buying this thing, and
More
leaving.
streamlined.
Yeah, but it's funny because this is also exactly how it works in Path of Exile as far as selling quantities, and in World of Warcraft. It's always worked like this.
Weird. Yeah, because I remember you being like, oh, this person just put this up and I'm gonna message them. I'm so excited. And I'm
Yeah,
like, you have to message them?
yeah,
So I think I would hate this, to be honest. It would take too long. I love a bank sale. I love ending stream and being like spam selling everything at the GE immediately.
yeah.
So I think that this would frustrate me. But I will give it credit that seeing how excited Robert got, seeing other people's offers, like it seems like it would be exciting.
Yeah, like if you have something good and people offer you stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So it seems like that aspect would be exciting, but in general, I don't think I'd actually like it.
I think it's exciting from a buyer's perspective sometimes, especially in World of Warcraft, where like now obviously there's mods in this game in RuneScape as well as World of Warcraft that pertain to the GE and stuff like that, like the auction house. And so like a lot of this doesn't happen often. So when it does happen, it's interesting. And what I'm referring to is like if someone is like, oh, I want to sell this stack of ore.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sell it for like, this much. And then you're like, holy moly, this guy just posted this thing for the same price as, one ore
Yeah.
instead of 1,000. You're all like, and then you snipe it. It's
Do
like
you assume it's a typo?
it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you won the lottery. This has happened before because in World of Warcraft, there are, as you can imagine, rare things, just
Yeah.
like in RuneScape. And there are some things that are worth like hundreds or even thousands of dollars in like gold.
Oh my
And so
God.
some people post it and it accidentally has like, it's like some people post it for 100,000 gold instead of 1,000,000.
Dude.
And it's like immediately you won the lottery.
Oh, you know
Oh,
that
that doesn't,
RuneScape, that's a thing though.
yeah, exactly. I'm not saying that's unique to either one of these
Yeah.
games. I am saying that is, what I did mention earlier is unique to World of Warcraft over RuneScape, and that like you can sell 1,000 for the price of one. In RuneScape, that would
Yeah.
never happen.
There's a thing that a lot of people do if they have cash stack. They'll enter a buy offer for max cash 30 pickaxe. So then, because
Yeah, you can get it.
people who don't know about the forums just sell them at the GE.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know,
It's like you're on a waiting list to get it, to be honest.
a max cash pickaxe would still be a 1/10 the price discount.
Yeah, they're worth a lot.
They're worth like 4,000 real life dollars.
I thought it was like, it's like, I thought it was like 12 bill, but I think you're saying more than, I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is if you have max cash,
I
might
could
as
be
well put in
lying.
that buy offer.
Yeah, I could be lying.
Yeah, I have
it's
no
worth a
idea.
lot of money.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, like
And
yeah,
a lot of people don't know about the forums. Like if I'd ever gotten the pickaxe, 30 pickaxe before I started streaming, I would just sell it at the GE. I wouldn't know any better.
yeah. I mean, I haven't checked in some time. Max cash is 2.1 bill. I think it's
Is
close.
it 2.1?
Yeah, 2.147.
Wow.
It's the max integer for a 32-bit.
Oh.
But I think the actual price of a pick, I haven't checked in a while, is like 18 bill or something like that. It's
I
like
have no idea.
significantly higher.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and 1 bill I think is worth like 200 gold, so I was off, but it's still a lot more.
Yeah.
Or $200 is a bill.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot. But yeah, so I think it's more interesting for me to do things the World of Warcraft way, where you sell things in stacks and it's your offer. In RuneScape, the way it works for anyone that doesn't know is it's clumped together. So like if someone wants to buy 1,000 arrows, they just essentially find 5 offers for 200, combine them, and then sell them to one person.
Yeah.
Whereas in World of Warcraft, you'd have to be like, oh, there's this many offers for this quantity, and then you'd have to buy the random quantities. I kind of like that more because it feels like a more realistic trading thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's just down to preference.
Okay. Matt also replied to that, by the way. So to be honest, I kind of like this. I actually was against the GE. I thought the game was more of an adventure without it, and I liked meeting people to trade together and trying to get a good deal.
True.
I think trading has its place for sure, but in general, I wouldn't want to change the GE.
Yeah, it was significantly more tedious, but I have experienced some of the most tedious trading economies being Ragnarok Online and MapleStory.
Oh.
Both of them have incredibly iconic trading histories.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So for instance, in Ragnarok Online, there's like towns that are kind of like just community established trading hubs. And you'd have to make a merchant character.
That's so extra.
That had the literal job of being a merchant.
That is so extra.
And then you can give stuff to him, and then they would set up shop, and you can like name it whatever you want. And the street would be, you couldn't do it in the middle. The street would be lined literally with player shops, and you have to go through each one being like, this one's like, oh, I'm selling gloves. You'd be like, oh, I need gloves, so I'm going to this one. And you have to go through each one and look for a good deal.
I hate that. I can't.
It was tedious, but it was kind of cool if you found a good deal.
I actually get annoyed in like playing like games like BG3 because I never want to buy stuff because there's so many shops. And I'm like, well, what if somewhere else is a good deal? So I just don't buy anything.
If you wanted to experience the souped up chaos to the max version of that, it would
Ragnarok
be
Online.
no, that was Ragnarok. It would be MapleStory.
Oh.
Early MapleStory had that where you'd set up shops and stuff like that. But more importantly, people would stand in a communal marketplace area and spam chat with what they were selling.
Was that not just Lumbridge back in the day?
It was Lumbridge, but the thing is, this is a 2D side scroller, so everyone is standing on top of each other. So in order to get more notice, you'd be like selling gloves, and then you'd be like selling gloves, and you'd literally cap out your chat with @ so your words were higher than the next players.
It was so funny.
But you couldn't repeat the same sentence over and over again, so you'd have to like repeatedly delete one @ and then repost over and over and over again.
I can't do that
until someone went to trade you.
That's awful.
It was such a crazy, chaotic time.
I couldn't handle that. Sorry, you three.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's a worse experience, but it's an experience.
All right. Speaking of an experience, our last question from Matt started out by saying, feel free not to answer this from the podcast if this is too ridiculous.
Nothing is too ridiculous.
I actually am gonna modify it a little bit. So if Jagex introduced not safe for work worlds to RuneScape, what are some features you'd like to see?
Dancing.
Yeah, I think that you should be able to like start twerking, to be honest. Every outfit you should be able to make a crop top. These aren't even not safe for work. These are just like
that's just
cute
clothing.
things. Yeah, that's just clothes. I have no idea. A few things I noted down today while sitting in a boring meeting at work where I'm gonna word these different and not say one of them. Shop owners that try to flirt with you and give you better deals if you flirt back.
Salacious emotes.
Salacious emotes and a brothel in the Varric slums.
I see.
This is interesting. Because 13-year-olds could play the game.
Yeah.
If there was a way to guarantee everyone's over 18, maybe, because it's just like this kind of game I can't imagine. I'm trying to think of like BG3 and their like brothel RuneScape characters walking around.
True.
I don't know. I think that the shop owners flirting with you and giving you better deals to be for black, that's actually like, that's kind of how I imagine like the Karos ring already, you know? You wear it and you kind of charm people more.
Yeah.
So similar vibes. The sexual emotes, I feel like people would just be goofy with them. People already make the emotes salacious in their own ways.
Yeah, sure.
You can get creative and make it look like you're like spanking someone. Ninja used to do it all the time.
Yeah,
Him and Kofly.
you can do interesting stuff wearing like the banana that they introduced. It puts your
Oh,
character in an interesting
it
position.
makes you look weird.
Yeah. I mean, you can do that creatively.
Yeah. I don't think I'd want anything because it's more funny when people just make it up and you're
Yeah.
like, how did you even think of that?
Yeah.
The weird innovation.
Honestly, I think the creativity around ERP is what makes it interesting.
What's
And
ERP? Something roleplay?
it's
Oh.
erotic roleplay, which is typically not allowed.
In RuneScape, that's just so funny to think of.
Yeah. That being said, I wouldn't want any of these, mostly just because I don't want any dev time in this. But I do think that it would be fine, kind of. Now, I don't think we even need or want NSFW worlds. I
Yeah.
think the way that we have it now would be fine. There are RP worlds that people don't use for RP necessarily. And I think if we just people that want to do that, just go over there and do that. Because that's World of Warcraft has this thing. This is
Yeah.
a well-known
Final Fantasy is a thing too.
Final Fantasy to a lesser
They have
extent.
parties.
I know they do ERP there, but I feel like it's less like concentrated.
Oh, okay.
Whereas in RuneScape or in World of Warcraft, there is a designated place and a designated world where everyone that plays the game knows or quickly finds out that these things happen there.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And in World of Warcraft, they don't like have things implemented. They do, your characters do dance in like slightly risque ways, but
it's not safe for work.
no, not at all. Not even necessarily risque. You can strip your character down to like underwear, which is unique, I guess, because you can't do that in RuneScape, obviously. You can't even like wear bikinis in RuneScape. But
yeah, you can't. Kind of weird.
yeah, kind of weird. But you can do that in World of Warcraft, and people do take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So it's like there are a couple extra features in WoW that allows people to do extra things, but that ERP community there sprouted because they're just, freaks doing their thing, which RuneScape just doesn't have that type of community. I think even if you catered,
I think low-key everyone has that kind of community. We just don't know.
yeah, maybe, but it's just not well known enough that I think even if you catered to that community, it wouldn't necessarily like blossom or whatever. I think it would just be like its own small weird thing that it still is.
I think you could just add some like still safe for work, but a little more salacious, how you said.
Yeah, like maybe slightly more like flirty emotes or something like that. Like it doesn't have to be over the top.
Not safe for work.
Yeah.
That could be cool, but yeah, I don't think I want too much. I like the creativeness that people do. I think it's hilarious to now, like, if people type the word spank in my chat, it's an emote of two people doing different emotes that looks like their characters getting spanked in RuneScape.
Yeah.
It's just goofy. It's funnier, in my opinion.
It's so funny. It is actually a kind of significant economy in World of Warcraft. For instance, like I was able to farm a 1,000,000 gold, which is enough for like the equivalent of like 6 bonds.
Oh wow, nice. Okay.
Whenever I was playing, and I just did that through like farming herbs and selling potions.
Yeah.
Typical way. But my friend was able to make not as much, but a substantial amount of gold, like a tens or maybe even over 100,000 gold by dancing and or participating in like some loose ERP. And it's known that if
so funny.
he already played in the server that's known for this, it's the RP server.
Yeah.
And if you go and dance specifically as a female night elf,
that is very specific.
Very specific. Or a female Draenei, which is also like another alien race.
Very specific one.
If you dance in the inn, then it is known that people will just open trade with you and put gold in.
What?
And if you choose to go further, or there are like in rooms upstairs, they're not closed off.
So everyone can see.
Yes. So before you think it's like extremely like catered to it, no, it's just an open
No,
room in like
everyone can see.
this building. But yeah, you can take it as far as you want, but all you have to do is go up onto a table in the inn and start dancing, like
That's so
slash
funny.
dance, and people will immediately open up trade and start trading you
That's
gold.
hilarious.
And
But really,
he
choose
made,
night elves.
like I said, I don't know, I didn't ask how far he took this, but he did make substantial gold.
There's a weird sex work economy in WoW.
There is. It is significant.
Strange.
Like it was the most gold he had ever made.
Okay, if any of you guys are interested in WoW, there you go. Easy
Yeah.
moneymaker.
I'm sure if you like wanted to do whatever you wanted to
Whatever
do there,
happens upstairs in the WoW Inn.
you could, like, for instance, you could definitely pay your way through World of Warcraft by dancing. I don't think you could say the same for RuneScape.
No, definitely not.
There's just not that type of community.
No
here.
way. Yeah.
Kind
But
of
anyway.
interesting fact. Anyways, hopefully you
That was
all
funny.
enjoy this episode, and
Thank you guys for the questions.
thank you for the questions. Hopefully you stick around and enjoy the talk with Ashlelka.
Hi everyone, I'm back with our guest this week, Ashlelka.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for joining. So tell us about your RuneScape account, which is unfortunately an iron, I've heard.
What?
Just immediately
Listening
coming in
as
with the
iron as
drama.
always. It's okay. Yes, I'm a max iron account. My name is Ashlelka. All I do is like main content, in game. Try to get radiant at the moment because that's the goal. Although the ward is not being nice and won't drop Altoa. I've gotten every other purple besides Shadow and Ward. It's kind of
What?
ridiculous, honestly.
You're missing
Yeah, it's
Ward?
Yeah, out of
Bizarre.
the 400 plus I've done, yeah, Ward is the one thing I'm missing. It's kind of
That's so
crazy.
many too. Oh my gosh. That's nuts. Do you have like dupes of everything?
I have 3 Missouri dupes. I have 2 Missouri bodies and 2 fangs
Oh my
and
god.
2 pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. That's like I've gotten 3 pets too, and I haven't gotten the shadow. And I'm like, is this an easy pet to get, or are we just really spooned? Like crazy.
You're spooning that pet.
Yeah.
I have the same issue with Tob, and so 19 KC I got Tob pet. I was like, cool, whatever.
Wait, 1919?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was like, surely 90. Huh, crazy.
And then I got 2 more pets. And then I got then I got 3 of Fernix. I was like, that's cool.
What is going on? I want the top pets so bad.
But the T-bow, I did get a T-bow at Cox, so I'll take that any day.
Hey, did you get pet at Chambers?
Mm-mm.
No, that one's like
It's the only one
worst.
I did not get pet at, actually.
Do you think you'll ever go back? I don't know how into like pet hunting you are.
I'm not into pet hunting, but I still need to get Elder Maul and Ancestral Hut. So
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
one day I'll probably go back and finish the kits as well because
Yeah.
I do like the kits. But also I do want Baby Mutt or like
Yeah,
the
it's so cute.
transmog. So maybe one day I'll actually camp pets. But I'll be real with you. I never camp a pet. I just get pets. Like I literally have like 20-some pets without trying.
That's the most offensive thing you could have said to me as someone who keeps going dry on pets. Wait, what's
Nah, it's crazy because
Oh my
like even
God.
Hydra, I got at like 70 KC. Callisto, I got at 170 KC.
Oh my gosh. I'm just like, especially, I've gotten spooned a couple, like I got a Hell Puppy at like 115, but I've never gotten one in the double digits. And you've gotten at least 2 in the double digits, which is crazy to me. That's the dream, to get it before
I don't think
100.
any of my bosses. Oh, Zora. Zora's the only one I'm in the 4 digits and don't have pet. So
How far in the 4 digits? You're like 1001. I should get an NEKC.
1321.
Oh, you're
Hey,
totally
you never
gonna
know.
get it before the freaking drop rate. I just know it.
I mean.
Oh wow, that's so sick, dude. What's like your favorite pets you have?
My favorite pets, so I just got the Sabbat kit last night, so I'm
Oh,
kinda repping that one.
I saw
So,
it.
my 2 favorite ones is Sabak and Bobby, or Baba, the
Oh,
Baba little transmog, but yeah,
yes.
those 2 are, like, my favorites, but, I will say also, like, if I can get Dust, the maiden from Tog.
Maiden is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Mhm.
that's so cool. Wait, okay, so Jeezy on the kit, by the way. She got the kit and then we ran top last night. And I swear to God, before you joined, I was getting deathless, okay? I was carrying rooms when everyone died. I wasn't dying in 3 rooms before you arrived. So,
Hey, I just click awesome vibe. I don't in my opinion, as long as we don't wipe, my sabak was safe, that's all that mattered,
yeah, that's all you
Right,
care
for real?
about.
Exactly.
Yup. Whenever you guys were having to finish, they had to like complete Versic because I died. I was watching and I was like, I don't want to watch. I just want to like I literally just looked away and was like, whatever happens, happens. I don't want to look because it's stressing me out. It's so funny. But okay, so the kits.
The second run went better though.
Yeah, the second one went better. We ran two, I died in both, but the second one I didn't die in 3 rooms, so that's exciting. No purples though. We were actually scammed there, which is lame. But
Right.
so you got this back kit last night. Have you gotten all the other kits for pets?
The only 2 I'm missing is just Akka and Kefri.
Yeah, those are the last 2 I got as well.
Yeah, Kefri, I just don't wanna do just because it's a super long fight, you have to sit there,
Yeah.
it. Uh, but it's not like it's a hard one. I feel like Akka, I just have to learn Double Trouble
Hmm.
solo, and that's fine. But I'd rather get a Shadow before I go for that one, just because Shadow makes
Oh
that raid
yeah.
so much easier.
Way easier.
I never used a Shadow in my life, but anytime I'm in a raid with someone with the Shadow, they somehow double my points, and I have really good gear. It's not like I
Hmm.
have shit gear, but it's like,
Yeah, no, it's
Shadow is
so
just so
huge.
broken. It's
It's
so
I
good.
hope that you
Like,
get it before they nerf it. Because I know that they want to do that because it is like actually
I
genuinely too good. I love it.
I actually am for the nerf of it, like, in the way I'm for it. Okay, look, hear me
Okay.
out. If I have full Missouri, a T-bow, a blowpipe, and like pretty much next to max, besides I'm missing only shadow, and
Mhm.
you still double my points, that's still an issue. In my opinion, that's like saying you have to have shadow just to like, I don't know. I feel like shadow should be, yes, really good as a mega rare, but it's like
Use it everywhere. In places
if you want the
with
well, in my opinion, if you want the game to last longer, you want to control the power creep a little bit. A little bit
yeah.
power creep is good, but like controlling it down is the best way they can go about it. I
Mhm.
mean, the game's been out what since 2013, like 13 years. Dude, I remember the day it came back out. I was so
Oh.
happy. I've been playing since '06, by the way.
Ooh, I'll ask you about that in a
So
sec.
to me, that's been to me, it's just like I just hope they keep the power creep like good, especially with Raids 4 coming out. Super excited for
Yeah.
that.
Yee.
I'm running it day one. As soon as that come out, I want to try and rush for like first team done or first
Ooh,
solo.
that's so
It'd be cool.
cool. Yeah, you totally should. But oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the shadow like it's good at stuff even like that praise mage, like, Cal Fight Queen, praise mage. And it's like, well, if you have a shadow, it's actually still best in slot. I'm like, that's a little absurd. Like
I
I
think it's just the first phase, and then the second phase you just shadow.
yeah, I no, in the first phase you can use shadow too.
Can you?
I don't even bring switches. I just bring a shadow.
Wow.
So
What's it
I
like to have a shadow?
wonderful. Time to de-iron.
No, never.
It's like I love it and it's great bringing it everywhere. I also recognize it's probably horrible for the game, but selfishly, I'm like, this is sick. Like I only need a shadow.
For real, for real.
I hope you get like at least a little bit of the busted Shadow experience before it's nerfed. I don't know.
Yeah, the only one I want to be the only place I think I'll actually like uses like Whisper is definitely the main one.
Oh yeah.
And then Armadillo, because you gotta get that fortified Missouri, you know? You can't just be out here looking like a scrub, you know? Gotta be looking clean.
True. I need it.
In my opinion, it just looks like a Power Ranger in a way.
That's kind of insulting.
I
Sorry,
mean, no,
any
well,
irons.
the original Missouri, in my opinion, looks more roguelike, and then like you get the fortified, which the helmet looks like a ranger helm.
Yeah.
Kinda.
You know,
And then even the shoulders are more like pointy. I'm like, okay,
yeah, they're more
well,
like defined. Yeah.
yeah.
You know this is like such an aside, but I just want to see if you ever notice. It's such bullshit that maybe they've changed it now, but the armadillo helm on the male character design looks like a bird. And then for the female character design, it looks so much lamer. It doesn't look like a bird. And I just think that's such a scam. And I wanted to share that with someone. Yeah, I just needed you to know that.
I feel that. Yeah.
But
I don't think of those things, but you know.
I noticed because
fair.
I was like, why does everyone else look cooler in the armadillo helm? And then I looked at the wiki and I was like, bro, I'm being scammed. Like, I want that version.
Yeah, I will say, like, I don't know why. Even like, okay, in my opinion, there should be more like cooler. Like, the reason why I like Bando so much is because it's just the best female like
Oh, it's so
character model
cool.
armor in the game.
Yes.
But the rest of them, they're not slutty enough. They just look, you know.
I think
But you know, it's whatever.
I like crystal armor. Like, it's a cute little like mini skirt type vibe. I think that one's cute.
I will say, crystal armor, you can do some banging like fashion-scape with it. I've done a few fashion-scapes with it.
Ooh, yeah, it's so nice.
Like sometimes I'll wear the top and then I'll wear like the what's it called? It's the vampire like
Oh, the Firewatch noble one.
yeah, and then like for some not even gonna lie, unreasonably thick in those though, but like it's
I
great.
love it. That's literally everyone's go-to fashionscape is the Firewatch noble outfit because it makes your character look so good.
I know, right? Be
It's
like,
just like-
dang, shawty poppin'.
I know.
Like,
That's so funny. Do you care about fashionscape normally? Or are you just like you happen to have these cute outfits?
to a degree, I like anything cute in the game. So like
Yeah.
anytime there's like new cosmetics or anything, the only one I don't really care for because of Radiant is Blorva.
Oh yeah.
And so like I'm even making like a side account to like practice Blorva. So
Whoa. That's
I would never really fully play it, but I'd use it as a practice account.
yeah. I just feel like you have to get like fairly far in this practice account just to practice. I'm like, oh my god, that sounds exhausting.
Well, I mean, it has DT2 unlocked. All I have to do is just because with my duplicates, I've been dropping it over and I've been training it with the items that I get as dupes. Like if
That's so
I
smart.
soloed a thing, I soloed a Missouri chap, so I just sold those and then dropped them over, and then that paid for 99 prayer because there's so much like options now in the game. Like I'll be real, y'all are spoiled out here as babes. I'm not gonna lie. Like I literally like see all the options y'all have, and I'm just like, sister, what? Like, come on.
It's so great.
Like,
whenever you said I've never used a shadow before, at first I was confused. I was like, why not? Why don't you just buy one? I was like, oh my god, irons can't. That's sad.
yeah. I mean, I have a T-bow. I have one
That's
of
crazy.
3 mega rares, and that's it. It's kind of sad.
So that's pretty sick though. Like I still haven't gotten any of the 3 ones. So I think of that sometimes when people are like, you should play an iron. And I was like, if I had an iron, I wouldn't have any mega rares. And I have like hundreds in each raid. So I like my little main. But I know you said you're working on the Radiant. Have you been like making any progress on that? Have you started grinding it?
So I did get 1 of 5. I
Oh.
did forfeit breath. I'm working on divine severance, hence the ward, because you need 36% magic for
Mm.
the max hit of like one-shotting them.
Yeah.
Uh Usually I wouldn't really like go out my way, but I was also like, well, milk some content by going to Toa to camp
True.
for Ward, and maybe I get a shadow at the
Yeah.
same time, but instead I get full Missouri, no Ward,
Yup.
uh, still miss the shadow, 2 pets. And I was just sitting there like,
Oh my gosh.
that's interesting. I come here for one thing, and I end up getting. But a lot of people are like, "Why don't you go to Doom? Why don't you get the Magus ring?" I'm like, I am very hard headed. I have to get Ward. Plus,
Yeah.
honestly, have you seen the kit on the Ward?
It
It
looks
looks just
really
so.
cool.
I love it. I think the
Yeah,
Ward kit makes the Ward so good looking.
I agree. It does look
Uh,
really nice.
Like, the original one is kinda cool if you have it combined with the, arcane, but,
Mhm.
like, just with the which you do have to still combine with the arcane for the kit, but I still think, like, the kit just, like it just makes the ward that should have been standard ward,
Mhm.
honestly.
Yeah, I love the emo vibes of it.
Yeah, exactly,
It's
goth
really
baddies,
cute.
eh.
I know, I'm such a wannabe goth, but I'm not actually.
You see, sometimes I do goth as, like, makeup, especially when I go to metal
Ooh,
shows, like, I
yeah,
really like to, dress the part,
cute.
or, like I used to be, like, a flannel babe, like, I used to be a punk rock flannel babe, and
Oh, I love it.
now I'm just, like, a basic, like I'm not even 30, but, like, people are like, "You're like my auntie mate." I'm like, yeah, auntie vibes out here."
That's so
But
funny.
aunties still go party on the weekends, so,
Exactly.
like,
Aunties need fun
uh
too.
exactly, exactly.
That's so
And
cute. I
although I'm excited for my 30s, I'm excited for it. I don't feel like, I feel like people, get sad about it. I'm like, "Nah, it's like a new chapter, like,
literally,
every 10 years is a new chapter,
it's
in my
cool.
opinion."
I'm turning 30 in
Which
2
is
months, and I'm actually so excited about it.
wait, when's your birthday?
May
May
1st. May Day.
I gotta tell you, happy birthday now, writing that
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, write that down right now. If you forget, I'm blocking you and deleting this episode. In a not toxic way,
Honey,
don't worry. Like a normal way.
non-toxic, a normal, yeah.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
I'm 28. I turned
Oh.
29 in November. I'm a Scorpio, a queen.
Ooh, okay. I
But,
don't
actually, it's funny because 2 of my viewers actually, one of them's also a streamer, Autumn and View. Me and her both have the same birthday, so we call each other twins, but I say
Oh,
triplets because my friend, who's also one of my viewers, he, has the same birthday as us, so I was
what?
like, "We're triplets."
That's what date is it?
November 13th.
I
I
don't
was
know.
born on a Friday at 1:11 AM. How do I
Oh,
know this? It's because I asked, the doctor later in life.
yeah.
You're yeah.
I've looked at mine. I think I was born at like 6 a.m., but 111 is like actually memorable. So that's why I'm like, I think 6. I don't know. It wasn't as like cute as yours. But
Yeah.
have you ever
No, I
done
wish I
like,
was born at 333,
is 3 your
look
favorite
great.
number?
No, 333, that's witching hour.
Oh, that's
So,
cute.
like, because I was born on Friday the 13th,
Oh, wait, I didn't
so,
even
like,
think
if it was
about the
at
significance.
3:33 exactly,
Wow, you're a spooky
it's so good.
baby.
Yeah,
Cute.
actually the spooky vibes,
Oh
honestly.
my gosh. That's
But
so
yeah.
cute. Oh, I love it. It's so funny that there's like 3 of you with that birthday because I asked the date and I was like, I don't know anyone with that birthday. But you're just surrounded by it on all sides.
Hey, Scorpio babes always looking out for each other, always,
Yeah.
always attract each other, you know?
You guys just gang up. It's cute. Uh,
Exactly. Hey, I say Scorpios are the best, but I'm biased, so
yeah, no, I would assume that you would think that. Yeah. But sorry, I got like super sidetracked from RuneScape. My bad. I
Oh,
know,
good.
I know you said you've been playing it since like 2006. Or when did you say you
Yeah,
started?
back in the good days. Yeah, '06, 2006. I
Cute.
was 9 years old. My cousin and my dad would play it, and they introduced me to it. So
Your dad would too. I loved that.
yeah, yeah.
How cute. I feel like everyone's like, oh, this other kid in my life. No, I haven't had yet a guest who said their parents played it. So I love that.
Only my dad. My mom never played,
Oh, okay.
but it was only when I visited my dad because they were separated or whatever, but,
Yeah.
so when I visited him, he would be playing that,
How
and,
funny.
I think they got divorced because, like, XP waste, you
No,
can't be
yeah.
having all that.
Exactly. But it's like we can still have a kid though because we can train them to play the game.
Yeah, yeah, be my little cookie clicker,
Yeah,
just be
exactly.
like, "Hey,
Pass
can
on
you
the
train my
legacy.
agility for me?"
You know a little
I was
kid would
actually a
love it.
huge skiller. I was a
You
huge skiller,
really?
when Old School RuneScape came back, but before that, I was heavily into PvP, like, I loved PvP back in the day, there was no, like,
What?
skill gap, but I
Mm,
remember, like, learning, like, NHing kinda like in the time period where, RS3 was becoming kind of becoming a thing, more
yeah.
so like EOC, so I would go on private servers back then, and yes, back then I did go on private server. My bad.
Reported.
Anyway, reported. That's crazy. Uh, anyway, so I went back then, and yeah, this guy taught me how NH hybrid, and that's when I found like the fun in PvP. Because before it
Wow.
was just like, it's just like ooh, get them CERN and then Gmaul, but then there was just so much more to PvP instead of just
Mhm.
like what everyone else's base level was. So like I found like learning like actual PvP, like certain step movements, patterns, and like how you can like juke people out and
Yeah.
whatnot. It just made PvP more fun for me. But then Old School RuneScape came back. I was PvP'd a little bit still then too, and then I just skilled a lot because I became an Iron account when they released the official game
Oh.
mode.
Oh, you've been in Iron
Uh,
since then? Wow, that's a long time.
my first one got hacked,
Oh, rough.
not gonna lie. Yeah, so I quit, or it got de-ironed too from the hack because I couldn't
Oh,
get my account back for, like, days, and it was sad. I was
that's a
like,
bummer.
"Okay." I know, Jagex support was so much worse back then too, so it was like,
Dude, I can only
uh
imagine.
so, like, when people, say, like, Jagex support's bad now, just imagine, like,
Like 13
15
years
years ago.
ago, it didn't even exist.
Or 12 years. It was like 12 or no, it was 11 years since Iron release. That's crazy to
Oh.
me. Time flies so
I
fast.
didn't know you've been
But
playing like that long because
yeah,
that's
well, this was a
nuts.
hardcore account originally, and then I
Oh,
died AFK Red Dragon. It was funny because like I finished all the medium diaries besides Falador.
yeah.
I didn't feel like doing Slayer because I was like, well, it'd take longer than like if a RNG drop at Red Dragon. So I was like, you know what? Let me go to Red Dragons, get a Muddy Key, get a Crystal Key, whatever.
Oh,
And I did, I had Barrow's gloves, I had Ranger boots, I had it all on that account, and then I died to save King Red Dragons. I was like,
yeah.
I pulled a Wooks. I pulled a Wooks.
That's like the number one thing everyone tells me. They're like, you actually genuinely cannot AFK on a hardcore. And I'm like, that alone, I could never do it. I love AFKing. Like,
Yeah, it's
no.
crazy. On that account, I spent 4 days straight, like just this was back before RuneLight, so
Mm,
you couldn't just left click black tracking
yeah.
like you can now. So I was sitting there for 4 days just
Yikes.
blackjacking, but we won the bingo. We did win the bingo.
Cheesy.
So, yeah, because
That's
I
all that
did
matters.
that and 99 Hunter. I did 99 Hunter and 99 Thieving that week.
I know. When was this?
This was back in 2016, a little bit after the hardcore release. I
Crazy.
was in it was one of my older clans. Actually, I'm still friends with one guy from that clan.
Oh.
I had a huge falling out with them because a lot of them just ended up being like yucky people. So I just kind of
Oh
like
yeah.
walked away from it. But
Mm-hmm.
there were some good people, and I still kept friends with some of them. But like,
Oh.
I don't know. I will say, like, being a longtime player, you see it all in RuneScape. Like, you see it in every community. You see everything.
True.
that's the cool part. Even though, like, with how like many like imperfect people or like like
Mm-hmm.
people that are like very toxic are, there's a lot of good communities in the
Yeah.
game. Like, I would say like that's why I like how diverse old school RuneScape community really is. A lot of people don't realize how diverse it is until like, because I've seen like how big the community really was.
Yeah.
Like people come and go, but like it's gotten really diverse, especially in like recent years. It's very, like I met like other trans women, like, and
Yeah.
that's been an awesome thing. Like I'm in a couple servers with them and stuff. It's super
Cute.
awesome.
I feel
I
like
love that.
you could
But
find your
yeah.
little like niche within the community, and then because that's just
Mhm.
like that's kind of how I was. I played and I was like, everyone makes jokes about only men play, and then I started streaming and joining other communities, and now I feel like I have so many like female friends and other like LGBTQ friends, and I'm like, dang, this game is actually
Yeah.
gay as hell. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so
It's
cute.
a good game. I love woke. I love it so much.
Me too.
I love it. But yeah, no, I always roast people when they get mad about tiny little things in the game. I'm just like, guys, come on now. It's just pronouns.
I know. I'm
Does it
like,
scare you?
you
I'm
had
s-
them already. Like, chill.
Exactly. But
It's so
anyways, besides
goofy.
that, yeah, no, I definitely love this game a lot.
Yeah.
I tried other games and stuff. But it's just like even like streaming, like I tried other games on stream because I thought it'd be kind of fun, but like I just don't enjoy other games like I do
Mm-hmm.
with RuneScape. And I don't know if that's like, me just being, who I am as a person or whatnot. Maybe number go up equals good, but
Yeah.
like Diablo 4. I tried playing Diablo 4. Worst game ever.
Yes,
Honestly,
I heard
Diablo
that.
3 was way better. Diablo 3, my beloved. But like,
And I
uh,
heard that D4 was bad. Like Robert would always
it was
watch
very
this
bad.
streamer and they'd always say D4 dog shit. So whenever people say Diablo 4, I immediately think of that for some reason. I'm like, I heard it was bad.
Yeah, no, it was not a fun. It was just like, uh, hmm, I feel like the multiplayer was bad, the progression was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did like some aspects of the game, but like
The design
even
looked
the
cool.
story, the story, I like the movie cinema clips. I think the
Mm.
cinema clips is what made me actually finish the game, was because the cinema in it was just so good.
Yeah.
But the game loop just fell flat,
Yeah.
like it just fell bad. But like the cinema, hey, if you're in it only for like
Exactly.
cinematics,
I
your game
did.
right there.
Someone did have me watch like the intro to the game, like that video, like cinematic, I guess. And I was like, okay, this looks pretty sick. But then I saw actual gameplay and I was like, this isn't like the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no.
they should just make a movie out of it. There we go. Just make a movie. That'd be easier.
True, true.
So did you ever take any breaks from RuneScape? Like stop playing?
Yes, but it was mainly because like life situation.
Yeah. Not cause not cause
That's all I can
RuneScape.
really say on it.
That's okay.
That's all I can really say on it. But yeah, no, yeah, it was just for that. But it was only for like a year, and then like
Okay.
I got myself situated in a new spot, so I was able to,
Lock in.
play again. Yeah, honestly, RuneScape. Okay, the two things that got me through life was RuneScape and metal. Best
Wow.
things ever. Linkin
Oh.
Park. You know, people say like, Linkin Park, like, they really got me through it. Like, their Hybrid Theory
Oh,
was great, Castle of Glass, I loved it all. It was just so good. And like, I think that's one reason why I like really love the older like scene of like rock or metal. But
yeah.
like even now there's still some like I love Motionless in White. They actually just released a new song and
Ooh.
it's basically about like if you walked into the unknown, like would you just go for it? Like just go for it. Like don't be scared to go for things. And that's like
Yeah.
one things that I believe as a person. Like I never been scared to take risks. I've never been scared to like go out and do things. That's why I
Yeah.
also like RuneScape because like it challenges me to do more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a very in-game account, so, like, I don't probably share the same sentiment as, like, newer players right now with, like
Yeah.
I love hard content, and I just want if anyone ever likes to learn,
Mm-hmm.
I teach people on stream all the time. Like I
Oh,
will take anyone because I like teaching people.
yeah.
Like I will say like I'm not the best teacher, but I am a decent teacher. I can tell you what to do,
Yeah.
but like all you gotta do is just lock it in,
Mhm.
If you like lock it in, you got it, I
Yep.
promise. But I always tell people like I'm just there for the vibe. Like I will say, like, even though I'm an Iron account, I like doing a lot of solo content. I will
Yeah.
say, like, when you do in game with like friends and stuff, like, me and my homies will just be like doing top and we'll be
Yeah.
having the best time. And that's
Oh.
because we just don't, even when we wipe, we're just like, who cares? Like, we just go again, just run it back.
Yeah. I
Um,
love that.
but
That's like how I am whenever I mean you saw it last night, whenever I die in raids, I just rather than getting upset, I'm always just like, haha, pranked you guys. I meant to. I'm like, it was a
yeah, no?
prank. You fell for it. Haha. And then yeah, it's maybe it's delusion, but it's better than getting mad.
True, true. That bloat was pretty despicable. Yeah.
Stop. I didn't see that there was a shadow and the foot fell right on me and I died.
Hey,
It's brutal.
sometimes you know what they say, blood dust don't count.
Yeah, blood tests don't count. And also, I don't know if you knew it, but
Exactly.
it was a prank and I meant to.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I got you, I got you.
Yes. But you like the challenger and say, what's like the most challenging thing you've done so far?
For Radiant, but I'd say the most challenging I've done,
Mm-hmm.
probably Quiver with a tent whip and a bofa. That was fun.
Oh my God. Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. I didn't feel like waiting. It was right after my Inferno grind, actually,
Oh wow.
which that was like how I started streaming. Was I started off with Inferno,
Oh.
because I never really planned to ever stream in my life. I always thought the idea of it would be cool,
Mm-hmm.
but also like I always thought like it'd be that like one experience that like I just don't know like how to stream. Like I'm very shy. I'm
Yep.
nervous. You know.
Yeah.
Uh. I'm not a great like. I'm not a great role model, but I am a good time. So
You know what?
that's all I can say.
To be fair, I don't think anyone watches RuneScape streamers expecting good role models.
Exactly. But my friend, she kind of like told me, she was like, "Hey, I think you should start streaming." Shout out
Oh,
Jesse, by the way, my
hey,
goat.
shout out.
Uh, yeah, yeah, because I would frequent her streams a lot, kind of yap in there a lot, because I just like to yap. I like to
Yep.
yap to people, talk, and she was like, "You should stream," and then I started streaming. I was shy at first,
Yeah.
figuring it out. Now I'm like this brain rotted e-girl just going on with cat ears and meowing on stream every
Yes.
day, going,
Yeah.
and then
And
just like,
now you're just classic
it's
RuneScape
just
streamer.
yeah, yeah, classic RuneScape streamer just on there, and but I have fun with it. I've built I think, a really solid community. I love them,
Yeah.
like we're all like especially with like nowadays. Like, some people don't always feel like they can have a safe space, but I've
Yeah.
been able to offer that to a lot of people, so it's nice. I like
Cute. Yeah, I feel like that with my community as well, but sometimes it makes me forget that people can be horrible in this game and someone will, like, show up and say something rude and I'll be like,
Yeah,
"Wait, what?"
that's when you one take ban. That's when you just one take ban.
I
You s
know.
like, I don't know, I feel like I'll never, like, have that moment where I'll ever be, like, I feel like I'm desensitized to,
Yeah.
like, that stuff because I've seen it so much, I grew up
Mhm.
with it, and, it's just like I don't know, I'm just glad I have who I have in my community because that's all
Yeah.
you really need. I feel like, in my opinion, to anyone who ever does wanna start streaming, just have fun with it. Just have
Yeah.
fun with that, and, attract people who you wanna attract. Don't sell yourself out to attract anyone. I feel like people fall in this hole of, like, "I'll just attract anyone, and I'll just keep them, no matter who they are or what they are." I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's just not a good thing to do. I feel like
It's gonna lead to
I've seen a
issues.
lot of people fall in that it leads to more issues, yeah, but it's also like, I just see people fall in that trap, I'm like,
Yeah.
I just wanna be a genuine like, I genuinely ask myself, like, right now I talk, like, a little bit calmer off stream, but, like, on stream, I just, like I I don't know what comes over me, I just get overexciting. I just
Yeah.
get overly excited. I'm just like and that's how I want, like, other people to feel like when you start streaming, you just
Yeah.
feel overly excited,
You're
like,
having
that's how you
fun.
should feel when you stream, yeah. Also, don't get involved in drama chat. It's bad.
Yeah, don't. I'm like, I'll listen to drama for sure, but if it involves me, no. I'm done.
See, I like it on TV, like, have you ever seen
Yes.
the, Secret Lives of like, or
No, the
Secret
Mormon
Lives
Wives?
of Wives? Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
haven't seen it,
Yeah,
but everyone keeps talking about it recently.
dude, some of they're definitely not practicing, but,
That's so
they
funny.
they get wild on there, like, they get
Oh my
like,
god.
I just go like, "Dang,
That's
never never
funny. I've heard,
I don't want
like I have, like, Mormon family members, and it's so funny because, like, a lot of them my impression based on stories that I've heard is a lot of people will get married to their partner just because they're like, "We need to be married to have sex." And, my aunt and uncle, I guess, their kid's, like, friend and his new wife joined them on, like, a vacation, and because they just got married, I guess that they, like, had sex in my aunt and uncle's shower, and then when confronted by it, they're like, "Oh, it's fine, we're married." And we're like, "No, that doesn't mean you could just do it wherever you want."
that's crazy.
It's so weird. It's like, that's not the issue.
See, okay, so, like, there was this one show that got canceled a long time ago, and it was about these Mormons, and, like, they practiced the church, but, like,
Mhm.
they were, like, gay men. Like, I
Oh,
was just gonna say they were gay men, but
yeah.
they were married to women, but they called it something else, like they were attracted to men, but they couldn't act on it because Mormon or whatever.
That's
So,
sad. Oh,
when they would hang around men, like, you could like, one guy had me eyes, like, he had the me eyes looking at someone, I was like, "Bro, you cannot tell me you are not gay. You j"
literally.
and then it's crazy, he asked his wife, he's like, "Hey, wife, can we go camping with the boys?
Oh,
Like, I just wanna go
okay.
hang out with the guys for a weekend."
Oh my god. I bet you
I
do.
was like, "That's crazy. That's wild."
Oh
And,
god.
I was like, "Dude, there's just so much that, like, Mormons will, like, go around just to, like, soaking and all it's just so
Yes.
much, it's
It's
crazy.
so funny. I'm like, "You're basically just doing all this stuff already, like, no one cares. You're fine."
It's extra steps,
It
come on
really
now.
is. I'm like, "You don't have to get married, we don't care. Just do whatever you want."
I know, right?
It's so
As I
goofy.
tell people, if you wanna go in the back, go do what you gotta do, I don't know.
That's the quote of the
But
day.
Yeah, get on the back. Easy.
Inspiring.
I know.
Oh,
It's
it's so
crazy
goofy.
because, like, yeah. Uh, it's funny because, like, people call me, like, the Goo Queen. I'm just sitting there like, I never asked for that, but
Oh
sure,
my
like, I'll take
gosh.
it. I'll take it. I'll take it, whatever. But, like, also my chat, they're just silly. I love them. They're so
Wait,
silly. I'm
how
just sitting there like,
how did that
how?
start? Like the
So
first.
so a lot of people that like so when my channel first started, the joke came up as like because I was just making off the wall jokes
Yeah,
sometimes and I would just or like say certain things. So
that's just the
I
energy
would
you gave
just
off.
yeah, and people would just be like talk about all the time. I was like, "Child, we don't need all the time." And then they were like, "Nah, but you're the queen. Your chat reflects the streamer." I'm like, "Okay, well,
That's
whatever."
so funny. Oh
And
my
then I
god.
just rolled with it. I just rolled with it. I just went with it. I said, "Whatever." Like,
Now it's your
you know,
title.
yeah, yeah. Someone has to do it. You know, queen,
Yeah.
easy, baby.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
Exactly, exactly.
Oh, I know you were telling me before stream. Okay, because I didn't know how to pronounce Ashlelka. You said like what does people call your name sometimes? It's like goofy.
Ash. Okay, so there's Ash Lilka, and then
Okay.
there's Ashlelka
That
for
was
some reason.
it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I love it. I mean, it goes
And
with
I'm
the other
just
nickname.
like and it's crazy. So, like, the way I came up with the name was I literally went to a fantasy website,
Mm-hmm.
typed in a demon female ranger
Mm-hmm.
who with Ashley, because
Yeah.
that's my name, Ashley. And it just came up with that, Ashlelka. And
It
I was like,
generated that for
okay,
you.
yeah. And I
That's
was
so
like,
funny.
hey. And like, you know what?
I
I
like it.
never thought I was gonna be streaming with it, you know? Never
Yeah.
thought. But I
You
thought it
never
was just
did see
an
it's coming.
interesting name because I always I love like demons and like the idea of like being a hot demon. Like Karlach,
Yeah.
dude, that's my bae from BG3.
I was literally just
Bae.
gonna say, you play BG3? Yep, I
Yeah, yeah,
love
trust me,
BG3.
definitely romanced every single character in that
Oh
game.
my
I
gosh.
romanced all of them. I made so many different characters too. I love how custom you can get with it. Like
I
you can just do
know.
whatever. And it's just like,
It's
yes,
such a
this is
good
what I
game.
need. Also the mods they had like I'm glad they released the mod kit to where like we could just make like all mods. I was just like, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I love that game. That's like I literally haven't played it in over a year because I get too addicted to it. So I'm like, I can't. I don't have time. But I love it and I think about it all the time.
I think like the first 2 weeks I put like 500 hours into it. I was just like, that
Yeah,
was the
you're
one time I guess
obsessed.
I quit RuneScape for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Whenever I was playing it, I remember like I was streaming too at the time, and I'd be streaming RuneScape, and I'd be like, God, I can't wait till stream's over so I can go play BG3.
dude, honestly, I was thinking about finding some people do like a BG3 stream night. That would be so fun.
Ooh, it's so funny because I've streamed it before, but I've realized I don't like to talk in it. Like I'm so locked in. I'm an awful streamer. Because I'm like so taken in by like the voice actors and the stories, I just don't speak. So whenever I streamed it, it was probably like the most boring stream ever. Because I'm just like sitting there silently, and every once in a while I'll say something and be like, "Oh God, I'm live. I should pretend to talk."
Well, I will say that is the one thing about and that's one reason why like playing RuneScape is such like a good like with that or like even WoW, like because you can play music over it, you can
Mm,
talk while playing it because everyone knows the game loop. No, nothing's new unless
yeah.
there's like a new quest or anything, then you're like reading it. But what I do when there's a new quest is I just read it to my chat in funny voices. I just go
No, that's
like.
smart.
Yeah, like, well, it's because like it keeps it somewhat entertaining, but I feel like with story like games,
Yeah.
people, like it's harder to like interact a lot because you're
Yeah.
so like into it. You want to enjoy the game, but also you're
Mhm.
streaming at the same time. It's like,
It's
but
hard.
that's why I always say like first playthroughs, I would never live stream, but like
Mhm.
streaming a game I know I play and I've seen the cinematics and stuff. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's
true.
the one thing about BG3 is like I did all the Dark Urge like endings, and they're wild. I like them though. They're wild though.
Oh, you make me want to play again because there's so many endings I know I haven't seen.
Dark Urge is definitely one of them.
I've never finished a
Highly
Dark
recommend.
Urge playthrough. I had it, and then I had the mods to let you be polyamorous and to let you bring your whole party everywhere. And it ended up being
Yeah.
too easy. Like it kind of ruined it. I was like, oh, now I know like how it's gonna go romancing everyone in future ones. Like I kind of wish it would be a surprise every time. And now the fights
Wait,
take
I thought
like 5 minutes.
yeah, I thought you could romance all of them without the whole polyamorous mod, because I romanced them without the mod.
I mean, you can like flirt with them, but you won't have like your person at the end, like your partner, if you will. Because I know the first playthrough, I was trying to romance everyone. I hooked up with Asterion and Lae'zel, obviously, everyone does. And then I was with Shadowheart and I broke up with her because I was like, oh my God, I want to get with Karlach. But I guess you can't really begin relationships for the first time in like the third act if you had it before, uh, which I found out. Or at least maybe I did it wrong. But then,
Oof.
yeah, the second time I was with Will, and oh my God, I feel like Will's so underrated. Like his little romance is so sweet. It's cute. I love it. But,
I'll be real, like Shadowheart. So my friend romanced Shadowheart. I was like, wow, you
everyone
would
has.
choose the racist. Like, that's crazy.
she
Cause like,
she
dude, Lizelle
changes.
and which one's the Gith Yankee? What's her
Oh,
name?
Lizelia.
Lizelle. I call her Lizelle, but it's Lizelia. Hell yeah.
Or maybe
But
I
yeah,
mispronounced. Look, Lizelle. Lizelle. Yeah.
I always say Lizelle, but she's very mean. She's like dommy mobby, but like
Mm-hmm.
she might kill you at night, like type shit. Like she
Yep.
would definitely, yeah. She's scary. She's scary.
She is. I would be interested, and because I always make my own characters, I'd be interested in doing a playthrough where like I'm Shadowheart or Lae'zel and like doing like an enemies to lover type vibe. Because I wonder how their
I love
interactions would
it.
be. Yeah. Because I know you can play as the original characters. I'm assuming you'll be allowed to romance anyone, but I don't really know that for sure.
See, I
Maybe not.
never played as the, but
Mhm.
that'd be cool to try out, you
Yeah.
know. But I always like custom making because,
Me
like,
too.
man, I tell you, I made some great non-binary people on there. I made this like hot trans woman. I was like, damn, she
Cute.
flexes. She about to get all of them. But yeah, no, it's just
It's
that
such a good
game
game.
was very good, very good. Well worth the $60. Most
Oh yeah.
AAA games can't even get that good for
Mm-hmm.
$60. So I would say that was a 10 out of 10. Honestly, should
Yeah.
have been game of the. Did it win game of the year at any point? I
It
don't think
did.
it
I think
did.
it did the first, yeah, that 1 year when it came out. I'm pretty sure it did. Because
Okay,
I,
cool.
typical me, I'm late to everything. I got it like after it already won the award and been out for like 6 months. And I was like, okay, time for me to start playing. I don't know why I do that
Yeah,
with popular games. I always wait till it's not cool anymore. And then I'm like, I want to play it now.
yeah, I played it on release. I loved
Mm-hmm.
it. It was so good. And as a programmer, because I do go to college for
Ooh.
software engineering as well. I know it's like people say it's a dying field. I know everyone hates AI. I have to use AI now because of software
Ugh,
engineering where it's gone.
rough.
But yeah, I know it's fine. I want to use it for medical research because I want to be able to program like medical
Wow.
machinery and stuff for like, you know, cancer patients and stuff like
That's
that's my
so
end
cool.
goal to life. But as a programmer, yeah, nah, I have to go with this whole weird wave. It'll be fine. I think it's dying down though, to where like
I hope
they
so.
still want you to use it, but more where it was supposed to be originally, not like where it was
Not
prior.
replacing all the
Well,
stuff that you're doing.
well, yeah, because they wanted to replace, but now they want you to use it more as a tool, and I'm like, good, but
Yeah.
like a lot of companies will encourage like try to find new ways because I get this, like, the idea, but, like, the way they use it is just so brain rotty. Like, have you ever seen those shitty AI videos? Like, dude,
Yes.
I swear to God, they are the worst. And, like, I actually saw one the other day, and I was like, "Wow, this one actually looked kinda scary." Because I was like, "That one actually looked really good." I was like, "That," but, like, I could always, like, tell it was AI because there's always that one thing out of place, or
Mhm.
there was that like glitch in it because it does glitch sometimes when it makes videos and all that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
God, I
It's
hope not. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't
I
like it
like it
either.
used for research. I'm a research person. I
Yeah.
like computer science as what its intentions were, not what these greedy assholes made it.
I think it's so scary too,
You know,
because like
Facebook, you know what's crazy?
huh.
Facebook, they came out the new thing of like where like the AI can like message on dead people's like accounts and stuff. I was like,
Ew.
no.
That's like an episode of Black
Dude, that's
Mirror,
a
bro.
bro, Black Mirror. I feel like Black Mirror was on point with a lot of it.
Yeah.
Little subtle messages.
Yeah, it's like that episode with the I mean, spoiler if you understand. I'm not gonna describe it, but like someone's husband dies and then she gets like a copy of him. That's literally exactly what that is. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ew. I know like sometimes I'll see the videos and I won't realize it's AI and people are like, "Oh, ha, how funny it tricked me." And I'm like, "This is terrifying. They could make videos of
Yeah.
anything. They could make videos of you like doing messed up stuff, you know? And like that's creepy.
Yeah.
That's scary."
Well, that's why I kinda hopefully one day, that stuff gets you know, a lot more guardrails on it is my
Yeah.
hope. But anyways, so as a software engineer,
Mhm.
I got laid off from the field, but like, I'm
Oh, I'm
still
sorry.
well, it's fine, I just went and upgraded my own knowledge, like really learned more about the art and craft of like, our like knowing how to build stuff and like knowing how to build stuff, like
Mhm.
knowing data structures and algorithms and how to really like put things together, like at a senior level is where I kind of like I just went back to college to learn it
Yeah.
because I was self-taught from
Wow.
12. So I self-taught myself at 12. My parents were highly against it. I was just like, whatever.
I'm surprised by that. I think that most parents, I mean, maybe because it wasn't as prevalent as it is now, but I'm like,
My parents were very like old school, so
oh, yeah, okay, that's fair.
yeah, yeah.
But
But anyways,
self-taught, that's crazy.
yeah, no, I self-taught, but like, yeah, I go to college for it now. I'm trying to get my master's, and then I will say I probably will go for a PhD, just so. But also, I
Wow.
want to get like another medical degree as well. So yeah,
Do you already have a medical
but
degree? Do you do you have a degree in the medical field already?
it's a medical computer science
That's so
is what it's called.
cool. I'm like,
Uh, but
I
like,
love that.
yeah,
I it's not the same at all, but like I'm in the medical field, like I was at a call center and I'm like front desk, like receptionist and scheduling. And like I always hated customer service and I was like, I kind of like the medical field. Patient care is completely different. So it's I like hearing all the
yeah.
different things you can do in the medical field. Like I didn't even know that that was a thing. It makes sense, but I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah, well, I call it well, it's medical computer science. You can get a degree in it, like you get associates or bachelors, but
Wow.
you don't really need like a crazy amount in it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it goes over pretty much a lot if you do up to like an associate. So,
That's so
but
cool.
yeah,
What
but it's
made
also like
Mhm.
what made me what?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, what made you decide that you wanted to do that, like the, I mean, specifically that field? Because if you started so young and you stuck with it, I'm like, a lot of people, choose something young and then
So,
they're like, I changed my mind.
well, like actually, originally I wanted to be a chef when I was younger, but I
Oh,
feel like as a kid, so, like, I was a special kid, so
Mhm.
as I like to say, because, like, I was super smart with everything, I
Mhm.
was always smart. I was actually deaf till 9, so that was
What?
cool. Yeah, my parents didn't believe in doctors, it's great.
Oh my
Uh,
god. Hilarious you're in
I
the
had
medical
water
field now.
so I had water in my ears, so, like, I wasn't, like, deaf, but, like, like, I
Hard of
wasn't able to
hearing.
hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so when I talked, I sounded very just off, but, like, I was actually really
Oh.
smart 'cause, even after I got, like, my ears cleared out or whatever,
Mhm.
which is cool because like, they put those things in my ear and they just fall out whenever, like, they're
Whoa, that must have been such a cool moment to, like, go from having that to being like, "Wait a minute, this is what it's supposed to sound like?"
everything just sounded super loud, so, like, it was, like,
Whoa.
a weird adjustment period.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, but words sounded, more fluent to me, like, it wasn't, like, mumbled and, like, because I didn't know
Whoa.
how so I had to go to speech class,
Oh, yeah.
and then, uh, they kicked me out of speech class just because I made a commended on my, STAR test at the time. Well, it was tax. I'm pretty sure it was tax, and then they switched to STAR later
Mhm.
on, like, in my high school years. Uh, but so they kicked me out. They were like,
Oh my
"Well,
gosh.
you're smart enough, like, figure it out." I was like, "Come on now."
You're like, "I still need
Southern
help." Oh my
schooling,
god.
Southern schooling. It's great.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
But anyways, yeah, no, I just, but yeah, no, I really liked cooking as a kid, so
Yeah.
I was like, "I wanna be a badass queen," like, I wanted to, uh I wanna make good food. I used to be really good at Mexican food, like street Mexican food, authentic
Ooh,
Mexican food, and
yummy.
then, uh, I did Italian for a bit because originally my parents are Italian, but I also learned so I learned how to, like, hunt as a kid because they also other side of the family was
Mhm.
part Cherokee.
Oh, wow.
Uh, yeah, so they taught me how to hunt for, like, food, like deer and stuff, and, like, in my opinion, I think hunting is kinda nice because, like, you get your own meat and it lasts so long. Like, you know how long one deer lasts you? That
Yeah.
lasts so long, and
I'm
it's
like
so good, like, for some reason, it tastes so much better, but I'm also, like, very
I feel like
yeah.
I'm only okay if people are like, "You're gonna use it all." Not people who like, "I'm gonna kill for fun, take a picture, and then you don't even eat it."
Oh,
I'm like, "That's
no.
creepy."
Some like my mom's dad, he could actually butcher it, but
Wow.
most people that I knew would take him to the butcher and get the meat separated
Mhm.
out. Of course, you have to pay the butcher, but
Yeah.
uh I mean, I grew up like farmland, like as a
Really?
young child. Yeah, up until well, I was too young to really I grew up on farmland till 5, but I learned how to shoot a gun at, like, 8,
Oh my
which
gosh.
well, I mean, that's just how, like, Southern living was, but,
Yeah.
but, like, they were very careful with it, they were trying to teach me the right way, not like a dumb idiot shooting guns in the air and stuff, like, don't do that, don't do
Yeah.
that. Safety, safety,
Sold
but,
advice, don't do that.
yeah, don't do that, but anyways, uh yeah, so, then I just fell in love with computers because I felt like tech so, like, after I fell out of love with cooking I still love cooking, but,
Mhm.
especially, like, I love deer chili to this day. I will always love making deer chili. It's so
That's
good.
so funny, I've never
But
even heard of that being a thing. I mean, it makes sense, but
yeah, but, I started messing with technology very young because it was like starting to become more prevalent. And I feel like that's the one thing, like as a kid, I grew up with both like the outside life into a then computer life.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I feel like we all still should touch grass. Touch grass is
Yes,
good.
definitely.
Uh, but like it helped me a lot with like my depression as a kid. So like I would like code stuff.
Oh.
HTML, CSS, and JavaScript was my first languages because I believe like JavaScript released in like I don't know when it was early though.
Yeah.
Early
That's
years, early
cute.
years. I should have looked that up before,
You're
but I
fine.
think it's like early 2000s, but it's whatever.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, those were my first three like languages that I kind of like learned, did that, and then
Wow.
I just thought it was cool, like making little applications, like it's whatever. But like, then like I fell in love with the idea of content creation because of it.
Mhm.
Also, like I originally wanted to be a content creator to also uh I guess teach people like how to code and
That's
whatnot.
cute. How cool.
And like but then like I always loved RuneScape too. That's why
Mhm.
like I don't know, like I had so much interest in so many things, especially
Yeah.
younger, but now it's like one of my interests is getting just like completely destroyed because of, how it turned out, whatever.
Yeah.
But RuneScape though, content creation,
That's still
definitely
going.
fun. Definitely fun. Yeah. Uh yeah, so that's I think what made me get into it was just like I was just having bad depression as a kid, so I
Mm.
just sunk my time into it and it just helps me like stay creative, stay like happy, I guess, and like
Wow.
just be
That's
able to
cute.
do cool things. Like because I think, on my opinion, back in the day, it used to be cool to know how to code because not everyone could. Now it's like it's not really as important of
I think it's cool
a thing.
still. I was trying to learn it for like a couple years. I was like decent HTML and CSS and I like made a couple websites, but when it was time to learn JavaScript, I quit. I was like, this sucks. Did not
Yeah,
like it.
JavaScript is I like how cool like JavaScript was. I definitely like my favorite would probably be Java,
Really?
but yeah, messing with I messed with some mobile programming. That was fun.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
Kot- Kotlin nowadays is a really good language for
Mhm.
like Java derivative for like mobile phone app development. It's nice.
Wow. That's so cool. It's like you're like the
Yeah,
version of me I could have been if I stuck with it. So I'm like, I like hearing about it.
I feel like, like, I don't know, when you grow up with it, like, you just really enjoy it and love it,
That
but,
helps, yeah. I was like 24. So it's like I didn't have it was fun at first whenever I was first learning like HTML and like CSS and stuff and just like even just putting, like hello world on a page for the first time. It's like, "Whoa, that's crazy." But
aw, that's so humble,
yeah,
the hello world.
yeah, that's like, I was taking like a little like
I
free
love
course
that.
online and I was like, this is so cool. But whenever it's JavaScript, like it was cool when I do something correctly, but I would not do stuff correctly a lot. And it made me very negative. And I was like, maybe this isn't for me.
See, lately I've been trying to get into learning Rust. I got a few guides on it, on, like, how to make or, like, how to, learn it a lot better, like, faster.
Wow.
But Rust, I think, is a really good, development tool or, like, language
Yeah.
that people will probably be using more of in the future. I feel like it's good for, like especially, like, gaming and stuff. I feel like it'll be the new language to, like be like the new big one,
To
like
develop
because
stuff.
everyone uses yeah, because everyone uses like, of course, like like C++ or
Yeah.
Java or both, depending. Um, but yeah, no, it's just you know, it was
That's
just
so
one of the things I
cool.
liked. But yeah.
That's so cute. I knew that you like were in school and I feel like you've mentioned like software development, but I didn't realize the backstory. That's so cool.
Yeah, no, I have a few backstories. That's why I'm actually going to be writing like a book over a lot of like,
What?
which will have a lot more of like my in-depth life, so it'll be a little sadder probably, but
Oh.
it's definitely a project I want to work on for like people to be more aware of certain things and like
Yeah.
just to really push out some like a well-written book that just helps explain things a lot better and like hopefully people become more understanding and loving to everyone else because I hate just
Yeah.
how negative I feel like 2026 has been very negative and I want
Yes.
some positive in that so I try to look for the positives I
Yeah.
hope to do that with this book. I'm hoping to have it done within like a year or two because like
Wow.
the reason why I even mention is because like I'm going to college. I graduate college this year, so next year I'll have like a lot more time to really
Yeah.
like put it together because like I could just blurt the story out, but like I feel like structuring and like I want to put some science in it. I want to put like
Yeah.
very detailed. Like it's gonna be a big book. It's gonna probably be like a 2 book series if I had to like actually go through everything. But
Wow.
I'm just gonna see what I could do with it.
That's so cool. Have you always been into
Yeah.
writing?
No, I hate writing actually. So I actually had to I'm relearning how to write, how to structure things better. I
Wow.
suck at English, by the way. It's definitely my first language, but I still suck at it.
Yep.
So
Same.
I always tell people that all the time. Like, I might be able to speak it, but I am terrible at structure.
Oh my
Like,
gosh, yeah.
let me tell you. But yeah, no. So I've been trying to like learn how to write better. It's just for that. It's gonna be fun. But
That's
yeah.
so cool. It seems like you really like learning things, huh?
Always, I tell people if you're not learning, you're doing something wrong. Like I feel like learning. I feel like even like if you're not learning something new, you learn more about your own craft. Like
Mhm.
you always want to put more in because I feel like that's how you become more successful for what you want to do in life.
Yeah.
Like if you wanna do something, like, I love to learn, and I feel like everyone should have, like, a learning mindset. It's, like, with RuneScape, I always tell
Mhm.
people, like, learn in-game content. It's, like,
Yeah.
fun. I know some people don't like it, if it's not your speed, not your speed, but, like, if you're just too, like, nervous or, like, scared to,
Yeah.
like, do content, never. Just go in and say, like, "Fuck it," type shit. Like, you just
Yeah.
go in there and you just learn, because I feel like learning is, like, the best thing. Like, ignorance is bliss, but I feel like learning is what people should go for in life. I
Learning
don't
is
know.
true bliss.
Exactly. Be more just like knowledgeable and like actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like some people they say things but they don't really know what they're talking about. It's just like
Definitely.
it's like even like with RuneScape, like you'll have
Yeah.
like people who are like backseating you and like, oh, I might have bought my CAs, but let me backseat you because you're a woman. I'm like, oh,
Like, bro, you're not
what?
making any sense.
Yeah, like,
They
dude,
just want something to talk about.
sometimes I see these guys coming into like Twitch chats, I'm just like, nice.
Yeah.
Like some people I know that will like backseat, but like are actually good at the game, actually
Mhm.
get permission first before they just like go like
Yeah.
backseat.
I feel like people who have good input will always be like, "Oh, can I give you a tip?" And people who have bad input are like, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you this tip whether or not you want it."
Yeah, and then they're like totally wrong. Like they might be right in a way, but they're kind of like still wrong. You're just like,
Yep.
do it how you want.
I
They're
always
like,
like,
why are you like people still question why do I red X? I'm like, I'm an iron account. I'm saving my precious prayer potions.
yeah.
Or like lately I've been learning even like yellow X clicking. Like
Uh-huh.
just yellow click under the boss and just, it's
Yeah.
basically like like a red X without having to red X. So
Yeah. I mean, also, it's like you're learning different maneuvers, even if you don't need to anymore necessarily. It might come in handy in the future. We're just gonna keep getting more bosses.
yeah, exactly. Well, I just like learning the ins and outs. And I feel
Yeah.
like, I don't know, that really carried me in the end game is like just learning like what can I do better here? How can this be more efficient? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, being an iron account, you're never efficient. So
Right.
you have to find every bit of efficiency to be like, okay, I can be efficient this way, so I might lose DPS here,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah. I
But yeah, no, I've wanted to like in the future, like after Radiant, after I do want to go for GMs, but I want to learn like solo top, and like
Oh
that would
my
be fun. I
gosh.
think.
What makes
Yeah,
you want to learn solo top? Because I feel like that's so, I mean, it's not even a CA. And I feel like I've been seeing like a lot more people doing it. Like Maya, I don't know if you've seen her. She's been running solo tops as well. And I'm like, this
it
is,
just looks more fun.
it looks more fun. Oh my God, you're wild.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Look,
okay, everything you
as I
said,
tell people,
I don't.
what?
Everything you said about like learning, I'm like, I like learning outside. I'm one of those people that gets really frustrated learning stuff in game, to be honest. So that's probably why it doesn't look fun to me. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that, yeah, no, yeah. I don't know, I feel like I play the game very differently, but that's just because it's I don't know, I'm just me. I
Yeah,
tell people if you don't like certain content, you don't have to do it, but like I always tell people at least try it once, you know?
yeah,
Can't you know, but also getting frustrated, like I definitely had my moments.
yeah.
Inferno like really taught
Oof.
like, I will say like Inferno is just it's not hard. It's just it's
I don't believe
the
you.
most time-consuming one-shot content. So, like, the reason why I say one-shot content is because, like, you can do the waves perfectly, you get to
Hmm.
suck, you die, right?
After 2 hours, I'm like,
Yeah, after 2 hours, it's
mm-mm.
great. I think mine took me, actually, let me see, I'm in game right now, so, uh,
Do you have a
PB
tracker for
suck.
it? Oh, okay. Do you only have the one
Uh,
Casey?
An hour and 58 minutes for my first
Oh,
KC.
oh
Yeah, I only
my
have 1 KC, but I
gosh.
have 22 KC quiver,
Wow, holy.
grind. Because I had to bless the quiver, so I was like, "I
Mm.
wanna get 22 KC," and I did 8 KC in a day, and I was proud of
Oh
myself,
my
honestly.
gosh. That's so
Like,
nuts.
I was gamey. I was gamey.
So cool. I still haven't gotten Inferno or Quiver, but I'm more inclined to try Quiver because of exactly what you said, where you'll spend so long, you can do everything right and then just get one shot at the end after 2 hours. Like, no. At least at Quiver, it doesn't take 2 hours.
No, it takes, like you're 20 minutes in, you died on wave 11, oh well, run it
Yeah.
back.
It was only 20 minutes. Yeah.
Exactly. I think my first one took me 44 because I was using Bofa and Tent Whip, so
But still,
that
that's
was
like so much faster than Inferno, even with Boba and Tentacle Whip.
exactly. And I did my first Inferno with Bofa, so that was
Oof.
actually I will say Bofa's kind of underrated. A lot of people,
Hmm.
you know, I think Bofa's great. I think it's one of the like it, even like you could do a 500 kit
Hmm.
without a T-Bow or a Shadow. All you need is Bofa and the willingness to learn four tick butterfly. That's
Oh
it.
gosh. But learning tick stuff, I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh. I don't know
I
why
feel like there's
I'm
an
so
easier
opposed.
so there's tiles that say attack on it, and
Oh,
as long as you have true tile on, if you have true tile on, it makes it easier because once your tile hits that,
yeah.
you shoot and then you click immediately and you're still going.
I think it's just hard learning stuff and getting used to change for me. The first time I ever turned on True Tile, I got so like flustered. Like I wanted to like cry because I'm like, this is so weird. I don't like this. And now I love my True Tile. So it's just I have a hard time just
Yeah.
getting used to new things, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I think that's the thing though. Like everyone likes familiarities, but it's like
yeah. You have to challenge
uh
yourself.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very just learning person.
Have you started like working on like a lot of CAs yet?
Uh, No, and it's because like I will say the Whisper CAs, I might be able to try it now because of the new items. Like
Okay.
the eye is definitely like really good. I would
Oh
say
yeah.
yeah. That's why like especially like with that one. Because with Whisper CA, it's like I think and like maybe I'm wrong on this, but with CCB and like Trident was what
Mhm.
I had at the time. It would take like 200 hours. I don't have CCB, and it
Ew.
would take 200 hours reset of just like sitting there, reset, hoping for the
Yuck.
speed time, and you're just sitting there like, nah,
Oh,
no.
I haven't gotten the speed time at
But
Whisper. I don't have those case either.
yeah,
Oh,
that's why, like, I will say, like, Shadow's kinda, like, mandatory for some of them, and
yeah.
I don't like the gear check aspect. I also
Yeah.
don't like the team aspect. I do
Mm.
not okay, hot take, I do
Mhm.
not think for perfect wardens, you need a duo. If you can solo perfect wardens, solo it. If someone else up and you don't, like, they ruined your CA.
It's weird, especially like the CAs where it's like get speed time with 8 people. And it's like, so this isn't just checking me, this is checking that 7 other people can also do grandmaster level stuff. Like that's how most people don't even know 7 people who
Yeah.
can do stuff like that. Like it's weird. I don't like the
Well,
group aspect as much.
I think you could take like 8 people in a 300 and just like ZZB Void Wakers.
Yeah.
Just there's a funny tech with it. So like I was raiding with Pincer last night. They raided into me and then they joined me in Toa.
Fun.
And they took the I think the corruptor one, the Karis
Oh.
corruptor.
Mhm.
So it gives you like a 25% boost for 8 seconds. So if you're like in a 6-man team or more, like what you do is you just spec that and then everyone gets like 25% damage boost. So just Void
Oh,
Waker spec.
that's
Baba
true. But you have to
or
have Void
Caffrey.
Waker. You have to have that gear check still. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't love speed running CAs in general because a lot of them feel like the whole thing is just reset over and over again until like you get
Yeah.
the good first hit and then that's frustrating. I like the fun ones where it's like there's a whisper one, I don't know if you've done it, where it's like only stay in that second realm for like less than 6 seconds. Like stuff like that I think is more interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh yeah, because that I mean I don't know. I think my favorite CA was our barrel chest anchor made up CA that we did at Nightmare.
Yeah. Oh my
That was the
gosh.
best one.
What bingo was
Yeah.
that? Who's bingo?
That was it was Ellie's bingo.
Oh, that
It
was
was
fun.
I forget the name of it, but the it was cool.
Oh, it was
I
like
had really a lot of fun with that bingo. I
that
think
was cool.
me, Kat, you were all on a team with
Yeah, that
shout
was
my
so
girl
fun.
Kat, hold it down. Uh,
I enjoyed that
hey,
one.
we had a good time. I got Doom Pet,
You
that
did
was
get
yeah.
Doom pets.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy. I don't have shoes, I don't have the cloth, and the first thing I get is because I saw a glowy hole, I was
Oh.
like, yes, please, please, please. And then I saw a Doom Pet, I was like,
Uh,
I don't even go for pets. Why am I getting nothing but pets?
and
But
I
that was after 900 KC, and then I'm at 13 or almost 1400 now
my
with nothing
gosh.
still.
I would like to take this moment to brag. I've gotten 2 pairs of boots. That's all I've gotten.
Okay.
One at wave 6, one at wave 4. And both were like less than 1,000 total delves. I think the first one was like 300. The only reason I'm bragging right now is because I'm jealous that you got the pet. So I need to be like, I got things too.
I wish I got threads. Threads would be like threads are
They're
nice.
nice. Yeah, I'm like borrowing someone's treads for a while now, and I'm like, these are sick. Like, if they take these back,
Well,
I'm
they're
gonna have
the
to buy
best
them.
hybrid boot.
Yeah, they're really cool. It's nice not having to switch boots everywhere too.
I still call them the goth mommy boots. They're the greatest boots ever.
They are cute. At Delph, have you like completed like level 8 or beyond?
Yeah, my highest is 9, and I've
Ooh.
done it about 13 times,
Oh my
so
gosh. Nice.
yeah.
I still haven't
Yeah,
completed
no,
8.
yeah, I'm at 1359 KC. I want to get more deep delves though, because I don't stop at wave 7. I keep going until I either get item or die.
Yeah,
So like if I don't get item, but I have supplies,
you'll
why
just keep
not?
going. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I feel too. If the drop's not worth like at least a mil, I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna die, but might as well attempt. Let's
Well,
see what
apparently,
happens.
wave 9 is where you want to go to. It's like meta because it's 1 in 120 drop rate for any item. So,
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
but
crazy.
for wave 8, I think it's 1 in 260 or 1 in 240. Someone can
Mhm.
fact check that, whatever, in the
Yeah.
comments. Uh, but it's just like double the rate. And I'm just, or like even triple. I
Whoa.
don't know the exact rate,
We're
but
not we're not math girls
it's just
here.
big. Not exact. Well, technically, I am with
Okay.
my degree, but.
Not RuneScape math.
But no, I'm girl math most of the
Thank
time.
you. Me too.
I know one time I told my friend, I was like, 'cause I was going on about Pokemon cards, and I was just like, I just looked at her, I was like, look, you got that for $5 a pack, and
Mhm.
they sell for $15 or $12. Um online. So like you got a deal and she's like, I see your girl math now. And I'm like, yeah, so buy in store and get cheaper. And like honestly, it's
Mhm.
hard to buy Pokemon in store because
I've heard,
like
yeah.
scalpers suck. I'm not a scalper by the way. I actually do
I hope
collect.
not.
My favorite one right now that I got the full art Latios, which was super sick, and then also I pulled Wigglytuff's full art, which was
Ooh.
really good. Yeah, it was one of my favorites as a child when I was
Aw.
actually because I was into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
My parents didn't want me watching it, so I snuck watch it. So it was great. It was kinda like even Harry Potter. Like, I,
We're not allowed
snuck
to
watched
watch.
that.
We weren't allowed to watch
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
No.
Well, J.K. Rowling's a transphobe, so whatever.
Yeah, true, true, true. You know what? It's so real. But,
Yeah, I used
like,
to
I
love Harry
will say,
Potter.
like, I used to like the books a lot.
Me
Like, they were
too.
very, like it's crazy. They're about the outcast, right?
Yeah.
But she hates the outcast,
I
IRL.
know. It's just like, what? You don't even know the message of your own books?
For real, for real. Like, the
Goofy.
outcast can do great things. Don't outcast people, blah, blah, blah. It's
Ugh.
okay. But it's okay if we outcast them motherfuckers over there.
I
Y'all
know.
see them?
So they're like, but those outcasters, nah, we don't like those ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, what? That's why I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
ugh, I used to be obsessed with them, and now I'm like, it's just tainted now. It's just tainted. Sometimes I'll like still like I'd consider watching the movies because some people like get frustrated with the movies because they're not like copying what she wants exactly. So I'm like, okay, I can respect that. They're not copying what she wants. But it's a bummer. Like, why do you have to be a horrible person for no reason? I don't know.
Yeah. Some people be that way. But,
Mm,
nah, I think, I be, so I was telling my friend that she got a good deal, and she just said my girl math is wild. She was like, "I don't know how you do it." I was just like, "I don't know.
you
Just,
know what? We make it work. Whatever it is, we see the positive.
Exactly, exactly,
Girl math is actually just optimism. It's just called being positive.
Optimism,
Yeah.
copium,
Okay, not
copium,
copium. No, optimism.
optimism, let's go.
We're replacing copium with just optimism because it sounds nicer.
True. You know what? I want to say that on stream today because I'm going to go live today.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, yeah, it's optimism, chat. My Toa, I will definitely pull a award today.
Yeah.
Optimism,
There you
not
go.
copium. That's what would be the title. Optimism, not copium, Toas.
Exactly. Because you're inspiring and you're positive and optimistic.
Exactly.
That's what
course.
copium is at the end of the day. It's just being optimistic.
Yeah, I feel like you need a lot of copium to get through a RuneScape grind.
Oh
Like some
yes.
people, they will literally be locked in for like 8 hours at fishing trawler.
Nah, I
And they're
can't.
like, copium. You know, it's crazy. I got my whole fishing trawler set in 4 KC. I was like,
Wait,
either I'm
what?
lucky or yeah, it's crazy. I have like no fishing trawler KC. I was just
Wow,
like, yep.
that's
Actually,
nuts.
yeah, no, that was like the rarest thing. I was like, what?
That's so
That's
lucky. Did you get like, was
yeah,
it one piece every like trip
yeah,
or?
or I got one piece every trip. Yeah, pretty much.
That's so
I
funny.
think there was like because I got the boots, then I got the top, and then the hat, and then the legs.
I'm
Yeah.
just imagining like people complaining about it, and you're like, why are you guys complaining? It's so easy. It's
Yeah,
guaranteed,
just
right?
get dropped. Just get dropped. I thought it was guaranteed. I just thought it was a guaranteed
Oh,
job. I thought you get one per round.
so
I didn't know.
funny. You probably upset
I
some
don't
people
know.
by thinking that.
I
That's
mean, no one
hilarious.
knows. I mean, that was like years ago, but
Yeah.
like,
That's so crazy. I've never heard of someone getting that spoon there. I've heard of, I think I even got spoon. I feel like I was there for like probably only like 40 or so, but whew, 4? I can't even imagine.
uh, it was good. It was good. But yeah, no. I think um after that, I actually went and got 70 fishing, and then 3 Guam ones later at 70 fishing, I get the heron, and I was like, okay, that's
Whoa.
cute.
What was your level?
70.
7. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought you said. Cool. That's crazy. I got mine right after 99 and I thought that was lucky. Maybe it wasn't as lucky as I thought. Oh my god. You were really spoon
Yeah.
pets. You were not lying at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah. My
Wow.
favorite spoon pet was the little squirrel at 77 woodcutting. It was great.
Or the beaver.
Yeah, the beaver.
Yes. Do you have the recolors for that, by the way?
No, I don't have the recall. Wait, for the beaver or the squirrel?
Wait, you said beaver from woodcutting. Or did you
Yeah,
mean
beaver
squirrel?
from woodcutting.
Oh no,
I meant
sorry.
beaver.
Sorry.
I
I
call
just totally
wait.
confused myself.
I confused everything,
It's
but
okay.
yeah, no, I forget squirrel comes from agility, but yeah, I got
Yes.
77 wood cutting for the beaver,
Oh,
and
okay.
but I will say for agility, I did get the squirrel at 94 twice at 94.
Is there any skilling pets you don't have?
Farming.
That's it? Oh my god.
Let me look.
That's crazy.
Other all pet.
Let's see. Moment
Um,
of truth.
skilling wise, I have both RC pets.
Both?
I don't have Quetzin, but I haven't done post 99 Hunter, and
Yeah.
it came out way after I maxed. So,
Probably not that one.
uh, no, but I do have the mining pet, which I got at work. So I was working at Target warehouse at the time,
Oh
and I was
wow.
on mobile. Like, it was when mobile was like brand new
Yeah.
still. And I got it at 56 mining doing
Oh my
this was
god.
back when you had to do the Zaya activities to
Oh.
mining the little sulfur,
Mm.
and
Ew.
it was apparently it's one in like 706,000. And I
Literally
was like,
almost 1 out of a million. That's insane.
also I did get Herbie pet. I did
Jealous.
get Rocky. I am missing the Chinchompa pet though.
Okay.
So I'm
Wow.
missing like 2. No, I'm missing 3. Tiny Temper.
Okay. But you've gotten so many of them. You're so close to, that's nuts. And the hunter ones, I guess I wouldn't even count those because you don't plan on going back post 99. Wow.
Well, maybe like when I get max gear, GM, and everything, sure I might pet hunt.
Yeah.
Like, but like if I have everything, like if like that's like literally if I have so much in the game, like
Yeah, it's
all
like nothing else to do.
yeah. Then I guess I'll be like, I guess I'm pet hunting. Ooh.
Wow. I mean, everyone's gonna be like, you
Well,
already got
probably
spooned all of them. What else do you even need to hunt?
yeah.
It's so
I hope I
cool.
don't go the one grind I hope I don't go dry on is the Ultor ring, and it's crazy because like, I never thought about grinding it because 'cause I'm like, it's not the biggest upgrade. It's good, but, like, I
Mhm.
don't think it's, like, the biggest upgrade, so I never really go like, out of my way to get it, I guess. Plus, I don't really like Fard. I know, terrible Sag, but,
I don't either.
uh, I like Pisani's Nightmare, though,
The
but, like,
song's
I
just
still
kind of
need to get
fun.
more KC either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to relearn it. I haven't done it since my last Iron account, or no, I did it. Well, we did it in that bingo, but like that was just nightmare.
Yeah.
But
And that still took us
Fasani,
like an hour doing it just the barrel chest. My God, those KC were so slow.
dude, I swear when the only thing we could use was a barrel chest. I was just sitting there like, who thinks of this? This is
Ellie.
torture. This this is Ellie. Well,
uh,
if Ellie's watching this, thank you for a great bingo.
yeah, it
First,
was
it
a
was
really
a
fun
really.
bingo.
I think the two bingos I was in was the snacks, and the snacks bingo, best bingo I've ever been in. But I've only
Yeah.
been in two. And Ellie's, I really liked how much work they put into it and like how
Yeah.
creative they got with it. And then Sid's bingo, I almost joined his other one, which
Yeah.
had a really cool concept to it. But I just kind of, yeah, I just don't
Oh,
have time with
I
this year because I'm in my final year of
yeah.
college.
Oh, I know. I'm surprised you're able to do any bingos, like hearing all the stuff you're doing.
Well, I have a busy brain. Like, if I'm not doing multiple things, I'm not doing enough, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's just how my brain functions. I don't know if it's a good thing, but
No. Yeah, I feel that too.
uh, I feel like, keep doing more equals more, right?
Yeah, for
Copium?
sure.
Optimism,
Optimism.
optimism. Yeah, optimism.
I'll have to name the episode that Being Optimistic with Ashlelka.
Being optimistic is crazy.
That's so goofy. So I know you said
But
that
yeah.
you used to be a skiller. Do you like
Yeah.
ever do like I know you're max now. Do you ever do post 99 skilling for fun?
No. And it's because I fell in love with PVM. I really do
Yeah.
like the higher end of it and just like meeting some people like watching like people like Maya, Horse Lord, and like just really high, like even like when Wooks first broke the game, I thought that was really cool. Like that's what
Yeah.
I wanted to be one day in the game, and I want to be able to be like the world's first something like in that
Yeah.
category because I feel like it'd be cool, be like, hey, I'm so awesome, I did it
Yeah.
first.
You want to be able to have like that as your weird little RuneScape legacy, if you will.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's so cute. I feel like you could do it though, because I mean, you're doing all this aspirational content that I found difficult, or I still find difficult. I haven't done it. And I'm like, you got this. I believe.
Yeah, no, I feel like staying optimistic, as you say, would definitely it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Like, but also like I don't know why, but like in the last few years, like I never really quit RuneScape, but like I found my spark back when I
Mhm.
started doing harder content. Like,
Yeah.
because I was starting to get burnt before I started streaming and like before I started really going into like a higher level in-depth gaming with like the in-game stuff. So it just it really changed how my me being so burnt to like okay learn new things now, have fun with it, and it's
Yeah.
really sparked my love for the game still. I guess that's
Oh.
one good thing RuneScape does, even though it's so grindy. Like it is probably one of the grindiest games I've ever played. EverQuest I thought it was grindy, but like
It's RuneScape's on another level compared to
nah.
other games. And the like
Well, the thing is, the
cra-
creator himself said, "I did not mean to make it this grindy."
so
It's
funny.
like,
I mean, you know
uh,
it's the most grindy game when you talk about collection logging and they're like, "Oh, no one's ever able to do in one lifetime." It's like, well, now we're gonna have to try. Like,
I think there's one person that's like has hella clogs on theirs, and I'm actually really shocked that people have so many clogs because like
yeah.
there's always gonna be new content coming out, but getting like third age items out of clues, that's like the biggest clog to actually go for is like because they're
Yes.
so rare, it's so hard to get, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
dang, will I ever clog this third age pickaxe? Honestly, that is personally one of my goals at, during like
Oh,
after Radiant and like uh I'll start like incorporating like clues into it
I
so I
love
can like kind of do
clues.
that as like a side thing.
Yes.
But well, I feel like they're like okay, and this is me just saying this, but like I always think they're like time waste because I just want the next KC. So I know every clue
I'm a
hunter hates me
collection
for saying
logger, so I'm like,
that.
how
Yeah.
dare you?
Yeah,
The
no, but it's like I'm over here like next KC, come on, give me drop. I want to see drop. Like, I don't know.
Wow. That's messed up. That's not very optimism of you. I'm glad that you're maybe gonna go to back to the clue hunting though, and then you'll see what I see. Collection logging is like the most fun. I think part of it is just delusion, because if you care about collection logging, then everything is fun, because it's not just you're waiting for the big drop. So
True, true,
everything I
true.
do in this game is just
Well,
based
I
on
thought
delusion.
Ward.
Yeah,
I thought Ward wasn't a big drop, and here I
that's
am.
true. Now it's the
Being
biggest
one of the
drop.
last purples
Yeah,
in my
that's so
fucking
funny.
tier 8, right? I'm just sitting here like, wow, that's crazy. One of the most common items,
I
like more
know.
common than Light
Lit.
Bear and Fang.
It's crazy. You can even get that one in entry, right? The ward?
You can
Or is it just Light Bear and Fang? It
uh
might just be Light Bear and Fang.
I
It's been
know
a while.
150s you can get items. I don't know
Or maybe
what
not
all
entry, maybe normal.
I'll be real, I never really mess with entry or
Hmm.
anything below an expert. So like
Yeah.
I have KC in it, but I don't remember it. I'm a little bit of a pothead, so like and it's been like I didn't do Toa that much on release because I thought it was one of the worst assigned raids on release. Like it
Whoa.
was so horrible. The
Yeah.
chip damage was outrageous. You
Oh,
had
yeah.
to Red X, you had to Butterfly, or
And you
else it was
still took
just
damage.
terrible. And like,
Oh, it
if you
was.
didn't have like, if you had a Shadow, like you could like. That's why like Shadow even then was even more broken too, and it
Yeah.
was just like,
It was needed if you didn't want to
it's
waste
just
a million
wild.
supplies. Yeah.
I feel like TOA then I feel like the changes they made after the changes, TOA is a lot better of a raid. And
Yeah.
it's great for newer players in my opinion.
It
Like it's
really
great for
is.
like scaling by okay, hot take. I think you should not be able to get a shadow in a 150. My bad.
You can technically, right? But it's like super, super rare.
So you can. I know someone who got theirs on their third KC.
Yeah.
Because, like, so if you roll it, so you rolled a purple, but then you
Mhm.
rolled another 1 in 6 chance to get it.
That's
So you
nuts.
rolled 2 different rolls to get it in a
God.
150. But I still think like it's just so like, cause like I know some people bought it and like 150 is just botting. And that's why Shadow's
Crazy.
so cheap, is because it's the most botted raid. That's why like I wish
Oh.
there was like a real solution to that issue with that raid because Shadow is a super good mega rare and I think it's way underpriced for how good it is. Like
It's weird,
Tebow
yeah.
definitely should be about like they should both be about 1.5,
Mhm.
1.6, or even like 1.3. But
Yeah.
like I don't think it should be like a 800, 900 mil. I think that's
Right?
like
Under a
cheap
bill's
for Shadow.
crazy. Especially like because it's so overpowered, you can use it everywhere. Even places that have high
Yeah.
magic defense. It's like, well, unless you have a shadow, and then it's still best in slot.
Well, the thing is that even at Cox, Twisted Bow is worse than a Shadow in a lot of cases. Like you don't.
Wow.
Yeah, you use Shadow most of that raid. The only time Twisted Bow is good is I guess Ulm.
Yeah. That's so
Well, yeah, Ulm.
Yeah, just like at the end. Well, wouldn't no, because you have to range at the end. I guess it's just like low key not that good anywhere. Because
Well, that shamans, you could do shamans, but I don't know the DPS calcs on that.
I feel like people just use their shadow still. I'm pretty sure that's what I do. Is just keep using my shadow. It's
Shadow
so
all day.
goofy.
You know what they say? Just
Literally.
shadow game. If you're ever
Exactly.
doing a shadow rebuild, like I'm just saying, it's
Hey,
easy. You
it's
know,
very
it's like
cheap
you
right
just hit
now.
everything.
Now's the
True, true.
time.
It's cheaper than like a scythe, rebuild. Like I hope no one ever does a scythe rebuild.
Mm-mm.
1.5 bill plus blood runes. Like no.
Yeah. I'm very lucky. I ended up buying my scythe when it was. Do you remember back before it got buffed when it was only 350 mil? I got it then.
You mean when Fang was better than it at top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back whenever I would tell
Yeah.
people like, I don't want to learn Tob, the Mega Rare there sucks. And now I'm like, I want a
Literally.
scythe so bad for a drop. That'd be so much money. It's so goofy
Yeah.
in hindsight. Are you what kind
And
of Mhm. Sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you have ideas what you want raids for?
See, that's a tough one because I even thought, and I feel bad for the game developers right now because
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought about it. Raids 4, don't
Then
be another armor raid. Please, for the love of God, I don't want armor from this raid. The reason why is because we don't need armor. We have Oathplate, we
Mhm.
have Blorva, we have like Missouri, we
Yeah.
have Ancestral. Like, I guess if you want to do like, in my opinion, I mean, you could do like, I guess, but there's so many crush weapons, or I'd say like a mega rare crush weapon, but I feel like
But then
there's just so many crush options. Like, but then like,
yeah.
what else can we bring into the game? Like, cause we already have a best in slot slash. Like, what are you gonna do? Just make Scythe worthless?
I know.
Like,
I feel like they're gonna have to do Crush. I know that they're leaning towards doing a Crush best in slot, and then the next one they'll do Stab
yeah.
probably. But then after that, like, where? How do you even move forward after that without making the other raids like kind of irrelevant? I don't envy them. This sounds like it'd be really tough to think of ideas right now.
Well, it's because like even the new boss, so like you know the new worm boss that's coming out, I
Hmm.
call it little wormy, little wormy.
Yeah,
When I get the pet of that, I want to call it the Wormster. It's gonna be good.
it's the little Maggot King, is what it's called, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it's a Maggot
Yeah,
King.
a little
I
bug.
call it the Wormster. It's gonna be a little Wormster.
Cute.
But anyways, what was I saying? The items from that, it's very like broken. I'm not gonna
Hmm.
lie, the new arrows and the new amulet, like although I wish the design was
Yeah.
cooler on the new amulet because I think it just looks like a recolor of the
The kit.
pitted English.
Yes, I
Uh,
thought the same thing. I was like, oh, it kind of looks like it looks cool, and I was like, oh, it looks cool because it looks like the kit that you can just buy.
yeah, but like I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like they definitely like Kiba will be better than Scythe technically, but I think they nerfed it a little bit so it won't be at top because
Hmm.
the arrows they're bringing in are just so good. I think the new arrows will also help people who don't have like Tebow because it'll make the Doom Bow, which one? Scorching Bow.
Oh,
That will actually get a really huge upgrade with it, and I feel like
true.
that'll be good. I mean, it'll be good, but it's also like I wonder how the power creep, like how they're gonna have to adjust it, how they're gonna have to because like that like with that coming out and then into
Hmm.
a Raids 4, I'm like I don't know what they're gonna have to do. It's gonna have to I feel like it's either have to be a crush upgrade
Hmm.
or it's gonna have to be just don't do armor, please, Jagex. If you're listening, no armor.
I hate to
We
tell
don't
you,
need it.
Ash, but
What?
they said they are planning on an armor set. They just don't know what.
Jagex, no, no,
I was
no.
like, should I tell
What would they
you?
do? What would they do at that point? Like a hybrid
They
setup? Just be
weren't
like, ah,
sure
hybrid.
because they're like, it's been a while since we had mage, but if we replace ancestral, people won't want to go to chambers. It's been a while since we have Torva, and it could make sense to get melee from a raid, but also like that's kind of like Torva's like not that old. So I have no idea what they're gonna do. Because
I mean,
everything is just replacing something else at this point. Like you're gonna have to make some content like less relevant. So they
you
kind
know
of
what?
play themselves.
If they do replace Torva, I wouldn't be too mad about it because then I would have to do 300 hours of next, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be most likely to replace Melee if they replace one, just because I mean we have a best in slot range from a raid and best in slot mage from a raid. So I'm like, it would make sense, I guess, to have a best in slot Melee from a raid as well. But
Yeah, because we don't have because you get it from Nex or Yama.
yeah.
I do.
But like the thing is like no one's gonna want to go to Nex if they replace Torvo with something better. So
Well, how would Yama be? Like that's my fear for is like, will it still be useful for Slash? Will it still be
yeah.
useful for well, people still get an X for CCB and fan braces, you know?
That's true. Yeah, you do need other stuff. It's just, it feels like when they added some stuff to the game, they were like, this is cool, add it. But they didn't think about in the future, like, how's this going to affect other stuff? Because now it's kind of weird. Like, what can you even add? Everything's already here. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not on their development team. I would hate to have to think of this.
Yeah. It's just a lot, but like they get paid a lot to do it, so like,
Hey,
you know.
true.
If I was working for them, I'd try my best too. But I think I wouldn't be too mad if they did do like Melee, but like if they did
Yeah.
if they did Ranger Mage, I would be kind of like
I don't think that they can because it's already in a raid, right? Like, it's weird.
well, the only one that's not is Melee. So like, because you can't get Quizzers from Twazamis.
Exactly. So it's
And then you got Nex and you got Yama.
it's gotta be.
I'm just hoping for it to be a hard raid. And the reason why
Oh
I
yeah.
say that is because the gear is so good now. I want
Yeah.
them to scale it to this gear. That way it doesn't make the older raids irrelevant because it would actually or like the older content irrelevant because if you scale the newer stuff to like harder, like you need those items,
Yeah.
then it makes it a lot more achievable to keep that from making older content irrelevant. But I feel like I don't know about the rewards. I just hope they cook. I just hope they cook. And
Yeah.
it's sad. I wish Twisted Bow and Shadow. I said this last night on stream. Shadow 100% should get a kit. Like I wanted to have a kit. I don't care if they have to put in raids for whatever.
Pretty.
I want a kit for a Shadow because have you not seen like some of the cool like kits that like some fan arts have made? It's so amazing.
People
I
make
just
such
think they're
cool
so
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
I know fan art's great.
I know. We have so many talented artists in this community, to be honest. I feel like we're lucky because we always get all these like cool pictures to imagine stuff.
Yeah, actually, that's like one of the things I like about RuneScape. There's a lot of good artistry in it, and there's
Yeah.
like a lot of good like there's a lot of like even like in the shop when they release new things, like there's so many cute things. I got the YouTube Neve and I also got the plushie Neve.
Oh,
So adorable. I love them. But I have a
cute.
few of the plushies. I almost got more of the YouTubes, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But also I had to wait for like 4 months before this YouTubes came in.
The
Luckily the
pre-orders.
tariffs weren't there, but
Yeah.
yeah, they still the shipment has gone up a bit, so luckily I got it when I did.
Yeah. I know like I got us the Vorkath plushie and I ordered it like 4 months before it even shipped. It was like super early pre-order and I was like, well, I'm gonna forget about this until it arrives, and I kind of did.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's
I did.
funny.
Yeah, and I got the ship, like the tracking number came in, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I totally forgot I even ordered this." It's cute. I hope that they keep doing the plushies. Like, I really enjoy the plushies, but they need more cutesy stuff, in my opinion.
True.
Yeah.
Have you did you ever get the RuneScape board game? I'm not gonna lie, I bought it It's super fun.
Is
Super
it?
fun time.
I didn't buy
Yeah, I'm
it.
trying.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to bring it over to my friends probably this next weekend. I want
Cute.
to play that with them. They never played it. I was like, it's cool because it's like an interesting little board game. I
Yeah.
find stuff like that very neat and cool.
Yeah. If you go to TwitchCon again, you should bring it and we could play it. Just saying.
I am never going to TwitchCon again. It's cool. I liked it. But I will say the lack of security, the lack
Scary.
of I will say there was some cool things, but like it didn't feel like $200 a day. I could go to
No.
RuneFest for 175
You could go to
for 2
Comic
days.
Con for like 80 a day. And that's like world renowned. So I think it's kind of wild that TwitchCon had like the audacity to charge so much.
If you go to con here, because I go to like anime cons
Oh
in
wow.
Denver,
Yeah.
and yeah, they're only like $40 a
Yeah.
day.
Even Comic Con's like less than 100 a day. And I'm like, there's like panels with like movie stars. Like, how can TwitchCon be charging like twice as much? It's weird. But okay, in that case, if you ever come to San Diego during TwitchCon to hang out with people, bring the board game.
All right, bet. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
are you going to TwitchCon this year? Is that your plans?
I've
Or are you going
never.
to? Because I think you're going to RuneFest, aren't you?
I'm gonna try to go RuneFest. If we get the RuneFest tickets, we're gonna go. If we don't, I'm gonna cancel our flights that we got. Because I'm like,
Uh,
I do want to go in general to meet up with people, but if we don't, I hope the tickets go on sale soon. Because if we don't go, then I'll just use that money to maybe go somewhere for my birthday. So hopefully they go on sale. Because otherwise, I'm just not gonna know if I'll have money or not. We'll see. We'll see. But TwitchCon, I've never been to, but I live in San Diego. So whenever people go to TwitchCon, I'm like, let's get dinner. And then I just try to hang out with people.
heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice actually meeting you in person
Yeah.
and Kat and like all the other people like Haggy. I love Haggy.
She's
She's
so
so awesome.
sweet. It's
I know.
cool.
I think I met like a lot of the girlies like Twinkle Cat. She's awesome. Love her.
Yeah.
Super fun person to be around. I just love how she was just so like out there. I loved it.
Yeah. It's so cute. Like, there's just things so like, this is gonna sound cheesy, special about like hanging out with like other, if you're this like okay, it's gonna sound so cheesy. Like if you're a girl that plays video games, hanging out with other girls and just like geeking out over it is like really, it feels so wholesome. Like we're just sitting there joking about
True,
RuneScape, and I'm
true.
like, this is so cute. Like I love this. I don't know. That was
Yeah,
really
same,
cool to
same.
meet.
I feel that same sentiment. I
Yeah.
I like I know more women that play this game than men.
Yeah. It's so funny because like the way you build your communities can be so different. Because some people are like, girls play this game, and I'm like, I have so many friends that are girls that play this game. It just depends on
Exactly.
which communities you're in, to be honest.
True.
Yeah, but I think I really appreciate that just because I get a lot of people being like, oh, like there's not that much girls that play the game. And I'm like, there is. And we were all sitting eating snacks talking about RuneScape, and it was really cute. It was fun. But yeah, that was my little cheesy moment. It was fun meeting you too.
True.
Yeah. Are you gonna go to RuneFest?
Yes, I'm doing a whole
Ooh.
Europe trip, so I'll be in Europe for like a week and a half. But yeah,
Ooh. Where else are you gonna go?
Germany, Belgium. I am going to Amsterdam, and I'm also going to Spain.
Oh my
So
gosh, you are gonna be like traveling all over. That's so cool. Oh,
I was thinking about Italy, but I was like Spain though.
yeah. Yeah. They both sound cool, but I want
Like,
to go. Spain's pretty.
well, I heard Italy's not like it's good, but it's not like as good as Spain. But
Mm-hmm.
then I hear Italy is better. So I don't know. I guess it's very opinionated. So like when I
Yeah.
go, I'll be like, okay, I'll see for myself type.
Yeah. Are you going with other people?
Yeah. I'm going to be with the guy I'm talking to currently, so
Oh,
that's
that's so
cool.
fun. I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
You're gonna go to like 5 countries in like 2 weeks. That's nuts.
yeah. So we'll be
Cool.
going there, and yeah, I'm actually excited because I've never been to Europe, so it'll be cool. It'll
Wow.
be cool.
Yeah, we've only been to the Netherlands. Amsterdam is really cool. I feel like you'll really like it there. But
Heck yeah.
we're going to Germany this summer too, so I'll be like, if there's anything cool, I'll be like, Ash, you gotta go here. I'll pretend that I'm like an expert for my 2 weeks in Germany. I'll be like
Yeah,
super expert.
yeah. I feel like what's it called? I heard that there's a lot of historical areas in Germany. So
Hmm.
if you see any that you think would be really cool, yeah, let me know for sure. Just
Yes.
because, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I like going.
Historical stuff is like I'm a big history freak or something, so like
Yep.
I just love history and like seeing how like older civilizations did certain things and stuff.
Yes.
I always find that stuff very interesting because
Hmm.
it's just cool seeing how different time periods people had to do certain things.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like that's like my favorite part about traveling is walking around and walking around and looking at old stuff basically and like going to museums and things. I'm like, this is so cool. I love doing
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But I will have to be ending soon, but before I end, I had a question for you. Uh
Uh,
what is your favorite tip for new RuneScape players?
my favorite tip for new RuneScape players?
Yes, or any advice for new RuneScape players?
Okay, advice. Okay. Meet new people, have fun with the game. Don't follow every single path everyone tells you. Take advice, but don't ruin your own gaming experience. Just have fun with it and, find what you enjoy in the game. There's so much to the game. Don't think it's just PVM or skilling. Like find what you really enjoy and just hang out with cool people. Like you'll see there's like a lot of fun in the game and a lot of cool
Hmm.
people and just joy from getting achievements or just building new communities. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a
But
good
I
one.
appreciate you also bringing me on today. I
Of
appreciate you
course.
so
I know it's
much. And
fun. Oh, I should have prepared you. I never prepare people. Do you want to share if you happen to remember your socials? I'll post them down below as well. So if you don't remember, that's okay. I'll DM you and be like, give me
uh,
links.
no, you're fine. My Twitch is just twitch.tv/Ashlelka, and then my X is or Twitter. I just call it Twitter
Yeah,
still.
me
I don't know.
too.
I guess, but I believe that one's Ashlelka_Ashley.
Okay,
Um, but
cool.
yeah, you can follow me there. I do have like my other links, but I don't really remember them off the top of my head. So.
I'll find them. It's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
No
But yeah,
worries.
thank you so much for having me on. And
Yes,
yeah, I love to, do something like this again, But yeah,
absolutely. Thank you so
have a
much for
great
joining.
day.
Thank you. Thanks guys for listening as well.